Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us as we have reached the halfway point of the first month of the year. What an incredible show that we have lined up. It's kind of like half off for halfway. It really is. We've got an exciting night. Listen, you got to tune in to see what's up. I usually, you know what I usually do? I usually tell you a little bit of something of what to look forward to in the beginning of the show. I need to stop doing that, right? Or should I keep going? Because there is something so amazing today, so unbelievable. Remember, we only do fine jewelry. We are all about fine. Wait till you see what we're going to make happen today on an incredible necklace. You would think maybe we don't go with 18 inches of gold with gold prices doing what it's doing. We are bringing you the most spectacular value on a necklace in adjustability, in the most favorite, let's face it, it's the favorite stone we do here. It's Blue Wing Block D, your last chance. At affordability, giftable, and something I think most of you need in the collection because let's face it, the last thing we usually get in Tanzanites is a necklace or a pendant. We've got you covered tonight. So I'm letting you know up front, there is a mega top of the hour. Which hour? We don't know. We'll tell you in a minute. You got to stay with us to find out because this is only 3 hours where we display and showcase the best of the best. And you got to see every single minute of it. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on the deals. We got a great way to start. We've got a really incredible Moonstone, one of our largest ones. We have Alexandrite that's more affordable today. And we also do have a couple of Sari pieces. Usually there's 2 to 3 a night. Today I have just 2. And it's actually going to be a ring and a pair of earrings. That is it. We're going to see the earrings be one only, the ring one only. The ring is the most affordable Sari piece we've ever had. So let's all perk up if we need a great value. And again, it is less than the price of melt on the gold alone, and then you're going to get about a carat of fancy color diamond. So we love that one. That is on the way, as well as there's a men's piece that's new. It's a blue sapphire. We've got some brooches that are on discount, some huge opals. I have our largest Paraiba in a bangle that I've ever had. It's a 5-carat Paraiba. It's in a bangle. That should be a couple $1 million. It is not. So we've got exciting pieces. My Cashmere sapphire is here. That's on markdown. So it's really quite the night to be with us and stay with us. And I think we're going to find a way for you to treat yourself tonight in the show. So if you have any requests, you can always get those in. But I would say just have the phone at the ready, have it in hand, ready to go. We are able to help you out with the best of the best. And we got some special surprises coming up tonight, too. I don't even have everything. That's how, listen, I was digging around in vaults before the show. Early this afternoon, I came in. I decided to dig around a little bit. I found some of the most incredible pieces that were not part of our vault clearance, that have not been on the show since, and we are going to bring them all to you today. And I asked my team here to help me put all of them in the system so we can get them ready for you tonight. So I can't even tell you what those are yet because they're not even here. But let me tell you, they're one of a kind. They're going to be incredible. It's like a flash sale. So this is your big, we usually call this like it's a throwback Thursday. This is like a flash sale event night. We're really excited to have you, and the throwback is going to be the pricing. So let's take a look at our new Moonstone here. Even though it's new, we got a fabulous way to get you an elite gemstone and one of our largest ones, and of course a specialty color in cut because it's the trillion cut we love. It's 112.9945, and this would be our large trillion, the 4-carat 30 that we love to see in a trillion, no less, because that's been the most difficult to find of all the cuts. No doubt about it, is the trillion, and yet all the colors. That's really been the key with this particular Moonstone that, and I say all of this collection we've been bringing, is that it's got the most amazing colors, not 1 or 2, not 3 or 4, really countless colors. And there you can see, it's almost like I see a laser beam of blue-green, and there goes green, blue, see that? And then this wash of golden, kind of orangey, pink, yellow golden that's gonna come across. So 9945 is the number. It's gonna be our 430 trillion, and we are 68 points in diamonds along the very outside. It's a halo design, and it has the big diamonds accentuating the corners. Why not? Really showing off. Thank you. The trillion is amazing, really, especially to see 4 carats 30 when we know they look even bigger than they weigh, and I'll prove that to you. So there's a reason we're starting the show with it. When I've had 3-carat Moonstones, they've been $5,499. When I've had a 4-carat, and there haven't been many, but they were over $6,000. So I thought if we're going to really set the tone for the evening, show you what we're all about here tonight, this would be the way to start because it is simply the biggest and best value I have. Let me see if I can get this zoomed back just a bit. So right about there, now you can see, look at that, changing color just every time I give it a little bit of movement. You see a different array of colors coming through on this very stone. It is one only, you know that, all the Moonstones are, and besides maybe our couple of pairs of earrings I've had. But let's blow it out, because it's not gonna be $69.99 where it should be. We're gonna go a lot lower than that, significantly so. Come on in if if you love a moonstone in a big size, especially if you're going, yeah, moonstones never actually got me all that revved up, and now I'm excited because I'm seeing the best of the best. And don't forget, Sari at the most affordable price we've ever had, coming up in just a few moments. Looking forward to that. We have a very, very special markdown on everything I'm doing tonight. So you're going to be in for a major treat. We've even got a color change sphene pendant that is more affordable than the one I had last night. We've got a 1 carat fawn diamond. We've got a ruby and diamond bracelet. We've got a huge Kunzite. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Star sapphire. It's really a star ruby. We'll see that one on the way. I've got a Russian demantoid. You know, a lot of you missed out on the big one I had, the carat 40. I'll bring you a 63 pointer today. Yellow diamond drop earrings, ruby drop earrings, you name it, we got it. So let's get a move on this one. Make it under $3,000, and no, not even $29.99. Getting this one home in a hurry. All you got to do is dial, and I am just so excited about this show. One of the more fabulous shows I've ever done, and I've done a lot of them. I think we counted the other day roughly like 7,500 shows here alone. So you know, it's a lot of shows, right? So it's a lot of hours, it's a lot of shows, it's a lot of great jewelry, and what we're going to do is make this better than $2,500. We're going to make it simple and easy, and you know what? How about $24.99 first caller on that one? And that'll be that. Then we also have a fawn diamond. Okay, if you want one of the 1 carat fawn diamonds, I only have one left. It's in a bridge mounting. We've got it for you, and it's the most beautiful, kind of like a golden yellow. You'll love it. And then we also have a multicolored sapphire bangle bracelet with diamonds. It is just, I'm telling you, this is like jewelry, fantastic overload. We're going to see so many great ideas, but I'll move quickly because, again, I've been digging around for I wanted like 250 items tonight, and so I made it happen. So we're really excited about this show and the lineup. So we'll keep it rocking. You let me know if you like that one for $24.99. So again, brand new price tag on a brand new item that's going to get you that big value where all the colors, look at that. I mean, even at the same time, every single angle produces different colors all at the same. So you've got this really important style. Now, it doesn't even need to stay in the white gold. You can change that up if you want. So if you wanted to do yellow gold or rose gold, I know there's a few of you who've been looking for trillions. I get it. It's a wild cut to get. We're so excited to have it here, and yet it's our biggest one in the trillion. So let me know if you like it. $24.99. Let's keep on moving. Might as well bring out our early Sari here. It is our, again, only 2 pieces tonight. I know we only have a couple left to go around, so it's like I'm trying to ration them out a bit per show. But listen, if you want to take the most affordable band, and I know if you're going, that should not be affordable. I agree. It's really one of those specialty bands that we're seeing here because what we've been focused on is the colors of diamonds in the more really wild colors, the unusual colors, the exotic colors. Well, this is 113-0014. Now, don't let the 113 number scare you because I've got one of the more affordable items, not just of the Sari collection, but of the entire inventory. I went through every last piece today, guys. It's not a small inventory. It's a big inventory, especially when you consider what we have in new, what we have in older, what we have in all the great, great collectibles that are coming up. Well, this is one for the ages here. And when you consider that it's really tough to do gold for under $2,000 for a band right now, a basic band, and I'm talking about a manufacturer's cost, not a retail price, not what you'd find in a store, not if you're shopping gold in any kind of establishment at all, at least if it's solid. There's always going to be a little bit lower price if you're going for a plating. That's not what we're bringing here. This is all natural colors and just a smidge under 1 carat. So it's not like you are spending a little to just get a couple of diamonds. You're getting a really important diamond ring here, and it is going to be our 91 points in the diamonds, natural colors and different colors, I might add. An assortment of, which starts with the, there's a green and a champagne. A fawn, do you see that kind of pinky purple at the bottom there? Pinky purple and then a green above it. A green and a fawn opposite directions. Then you've got your bright yellows, your greens, your champagnes in between. And look at how each double diamond row is separated by a single diamond row. So it's what gives you this great kind of look that gives it a little texture to the design, which is really incredible. And not your basic band, we'll try it on for you. 91 points, yellow gold is how it stays. All these great designer pieces have been in the yellow gold. And listen, with a headline like most affordable Sari piece ever, you'd think maybe someone's on the phone lines getting ready for it. This is why it's here early. For all those people that aren't tuned in yet, they miss out. You are the early birds that get the big values. There's a reason this is here 9 minutes into the show. There's a reason it's going to be marked down. This is a show, listen, it takes a lot for me to get excited. I talk about jewelry all day, every day. If I'm excited about the show, you got to be excited about the show because it is not something that, again, is artificial. You can't fabricate excitement when you're talking about values today as we go back up close and look at that gorgeous ring. Now, if you thought about it, I know you're probably thinking, well, let me do a mental inventory here because I know I did. I've had every Sari piece we've had, and yet Affordable usually means somewhere along the lines of maybe $3,500 or $3,000. This will not be anywhere close to that. You've got a major value coming. Feel free to dial in early. I know a lot of people traditionally you wait, and like the shopping world is a big one, right? There's a lot of things you can buy off TV, and it's been around for a lot of decades, but we're a little different in the way we operate. So where a lot of people might, you put something up, you got some time to think about it, you see the price tag, you mull it over, you start doing the math, you look at the budget. I got to tell you, and then you can come back 3 weeks later and get it. That is not how we operate with these one-of-a-kinds. You know that, and that is really important. If you're newer and you're just newer to what we do, that's really what separates us from the rest. So you've got to keep that in mind, because it is going to be really important to dial in early, especially when you consider it's not $29.99, which would make it one of the more affordable pieces we have ever had out of this designer collection, and you're not paying that. So if we go even lower, and I will, trying to make this as affordable and doable as possible for those of you that have said, I love the Sari pieces, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to afford one, this is the way you go right now. We are so much better than wholesale, retail, and even other shopping networks, because let's face it, it's out there. And you know that, and we're not even doing $2,000 or $19.99, and you're still getting all these great, again, what's our standard? Our policy is if it's a natural diamond, it's got to be a natural color, because there's a difference between a natural diamond and a natural color. You can still find natural from the earth diamonds that got a lot of treatment to get their color. That's not what we're bringing you. We're bringing you a natural color as well. And of course, partnered up with a designer, and there are very few out there that do this, but we are also bringing you designer pieces that do the same. So this is important, and yet it's not going to be even, oh no, not even 15 or 14 or 13 or $12.99, which I think was our most affordable ever, if my memory serves, in all the line, from necklaces to rings to pendants to everything else, including our earrings. But now you're getting a better value, and again, it's a ring, so there's a lot of gold there that we love, and you're going to take it on down below even $12.99. I mean, this is, again, first caller gets it. Who wants to get something specialty that you can wear every day? Maybe that's going to be what you wear instead of your white diamond band that you've been wearing for years. Maybe you want a little upgrade to that. Maybe you want to stack it alongside something else. You could do that too, but it's not even 12 or $11.99, and nobody's dialed in yet, which means, hey, it's Thursday. There's obviously something that happens on Thursday. I'm not aware of what it is, but I will tell you right now, those of you that choose to be shopping along with us, you get the big values, you get the amazing deals, you get the better than normal, and that's what we're doing right now, where it's not even $11 or $10.99. So all you can do is give it your best shot, dial in early, because this will not last. And when I'm bringing it even lower than $1,000, and it's a solid gold band, again, it is impossible to do that today. We are a manufacturer. Nobody knows better than we do what it costs to make a gold foundation. If you're choosing to use that solid 14 karat gold, as we do, you are not going to find a gold band by itself for under $1,000. We are doing a nearly 1 carat in diamonds, and they're all bigger stones. There are not 100 diamonds. I don't know if anybody bothered to count. I did not yet, but I will for you, because these diamonds are individually a great size too. It's not like they're small one-pointers. They're individually significant, and they're going to be a value, and you're getting it in solid gold, and you tell us your size, and we do that for you, and it will not be even $1,000 or $9.99. I want to make sure it goes. Everything has to today, and we started with something larger. My apologies. I couldn't help it. I saw that Moonstone. I fell in love with it. Wanted to show you early, but here's how we make it even more affordable to get a Sari designer piece, and we're not even asking for $9.99. I think this is kind of wild. It is our most affordable we've had thus far, and we've brought you, I don't know, it's like 120 pieces or so far. That's a lot of jewelry, and yet here's our most affordable and not skimped at all, and we're going to make it even better than $9.99. Come on in. And then we do have a trillion. I know a lot of you missed out on the heart-shaped Tanzanite. We have a trillion coming up tonight, so that's here as well. So I got all those requests, and I know we are really anxious to show you everything we have so proudly created for you. And you know what? If you'd like this one, make it 800, and you know what? Skip it. Let's do 888. That's it. 888, and we'll give it 60 seconds, and we'll see who's got it. That's it. Yellow gold. We'll size it for you. We take care of all that. So it's yours if you want it, and if you're quick, because you are battling against everybody else who is here with us tonight, ready to shop the big values. And you know I always start off with something amazing, so that really is it. The only other Sari piece I have tonight will be Huggy hoops. There are 1/2-inch hoops. They're a double row, and they're inside out style. So we will see those with the multicolored saturated stones, but let's do this. Let's count them up, because we got Let's see, the 2, the 4, the 6, the 8, the 10, the 12, the 14, plus an additional 16, 18, it's 20 stones. So you're getting good sized stones here, and that's really important. But again, all you got to do is dial in. They're about 5 points a piece or so. So there's the math on it. But you got that stunning, stunning, stunning yellow gold and that band solid side to side. That's the other thing. No matter what your ring size is, it's going to go diamonds from one side of the finger to the other. So you've always got a really a nice feature there. So it doesn't leave you with like naked gold on the sides. All right, we're moving on. We've got that big Tanzanite coming up. It's a 5 carat. Great value there. It's a trillion if you've been missing out on those. One other piece today, it's going to be the Sari earrings. We'll show those in a bit. I have the demantoid that is just such a rock star. It was our carat 40 that sold the other day for what, 40, right under $5,000. Was it $49.99? So what I'm going to do is show you another one because everyone was begging me for something a little bit smaller and therefore hopefully a little bit more affordable. I have it for you right now. It's going to be 1125-117. And let's take a look at this one. This is my Russian demantoid and such a strong. I honestly like the color maybe a little bit better than the carat 40 we had the other night, and it is fantastic. It's our 63 pointer. Keep in mind it is a one only. So again, let me know if you want our Moonstone or our Sari. Here we go. I'm keeping on moving. We're not waiting for pieces to go because I've got a nice ample selection tonight. So I don't even really need your request, but if you have them, you get them. Okay, you get them into us. 1125117 is the number here. So that's going to be our 63 point round Russian demantoid stone. It's going to be our 63 pointer, which is just at 2/3 of a carat. Then the bridge, which is going to give you another 95 points. It is 4 rings in one. Y'all hear me on that? It's $8,000 for the gold without the 95 points in diamonds because you have, do you see it? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 rows of diamonds. 4 bands. This is equivalent to 4 different diamond bands you might purchase somewhere else. But what would that cost you? That's why I don't know how many bridge mountings we're going to be seeing going forward in the future because it's, well, you heard the gold story, right? We all know what's happening with gold. Very tricky to do 4 bands if you're doing 1 ring because, you know, a lot of people don't realize, well, how did it get there? And if you're not like privy to the manufacturing day to day and all those details of what it costs to make a piece that's foundationally just in gold that's solid like this is, might be really confusing as to why this would be $8,000. But again, when it's stacked up with all those different rows of gold and diamonds, that's a big reason why. So we are a 63 pointer Russian demantoid. Welcome into Thursday, everybody. So proud and honored and just really just totally flattered to have your company tonight. It's an amazing show. I promise you. You will, if you stay with me till 8 o'clock, I think you're going to say at the end of the show, wow, that was really, I'm glad. Let Lolo pick all the shows because that was really a special one. And it really is. It's just amazing what we're doing. And of course, starting with the big Moonstone and then Sari for under $900 and now the demantoid, which is so over the top glamorous. And of course, $59.99 is the original price. Let me try it on for you. Only size 5 right now. We may need to rebuild this if you need a really large size, like a 12 or 13. But if you want a 10 or 9, same thing. We might have to rebuild it for you. But if you're like a 6, 7, shouldn't be a problem. Here's our 63 point Russian demantoid. It is no longer 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, or 2. We're not even asking for 19. Actually, I'm going to do $19.99 on this one, and then we're going to send it out because I know we've got some requests already coming in. So yes, we'll see the big trillion coming up in the Tanzanite. We'll get you the Sari Huggies as well. And there's our demantoid, which is now $19.99. So a big value there. Russian stone gives you the most important origin for the world of all the sources because there were a few. And that is with that horsetail inclusion too, which is great because you don't see the inclusion with the naked eye, but it's down deep inside the stone where you would look at it under magnification, like a loop that you might have. And so that way you can see that little bisellate inclusion, which actually then tells the world it is Russian. So like, for example, if you were getting that appraised and you don't have like a cert to go right now, but you're thinking, I want to get a cert. Let me work with a gemologist who's going to, you know, give me an appraisal, and they're going to look at that and they're going to see, at least if they are reputable and know what they're doing, they're going to see under a loop that it's got that horsetail bisellate inclusion. That, of course, denotes that it is indeed Russian in origin. So that's what gives you that higher value. So at $19.99, it's going to be yours. Also, this is it's a kind of a bittersweet moment. We have our very last of this turquoise necklace, which has been so iconic and popular in yellow, white, and rose, but it's my last one in rose gold only, so I did want to give it away here just in the beginning parts of the show. It's item number 111. It's going way back. This goes back to my early days here. It's 1114638, and it will be only rose gold. It's got these 5 incredible, I like to call them droplets, but they're really large in the briolette, but smooth briolette cuts. Not a cabochon. They're going to be rounded all the way around, but in a teardrop shape. It gets you 13 carats 30 of Sleeping Beauty Mine turquoise with the diamond staggered in. Think of it like our smile necklace, but with extras, because as the smile necklace we've done so famously here. Everybody's duplicating it, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it, but like every jewelry store, every time I open a catalog, a magazine, I'm seeing everybody do, and they're calling it the smile necklace. So it's really something that's taken off, but this is really starts as the smile necklace with the staggered diamonds, 31 points there, and then leads into those 5 perfect drops of the 13 carats 30. This is the one you'll receive. Here's the adjustability you're going to have. It's going to be a 16, 17, and 18 inch, and if you love the rose gold turquoise combination, I think turquoise, well, I say it looks good with everything. That includes gold colors. It looks good in every gold color. This one proves it. You can see the finishing on the back side. Let me show you how it looks on the neckline as well. Why not? So you can see how that's going to be a striking piece. And I'm showing it the 16-inch length, but you can give a lot of, again, a lot of adjustability there thanks to all that different O-ring material we brought in. So it's really going to be one size fits all here. And you can really tailor it and, you know, taper it to that kind of neckline that day, whatever works best for you. We'll go back to the hand and show you here what we can do on the price tag. No way to do this. You know, it's funny, when this was made, it was first made about 8 years ago, and it was back then $49.99. That was 8 years ago. Gold was a different price. So you can imagine what exciting moments we have here when we take a major piece like $49.99 and we take it so much lower than that and take it so outstanding. I mean, this is definitely below cost. And again, only the rose gold, that is it. So you do get it the way it is. But the good news is it can go out tomorrow for you. So it's no wait time, hardly at all. It just as long as it takes to get from us to you, that's all it's going to take. But look at how beautiful. And that finishing, every single one of those turquoise stones is set with that finishing of it's like a cutout detail, like a scroll work. And then I'll show you up close as best I can here, even though this is really a larger piece than we sit down on the wheel. But just to see those turquoise that you have, as, yes, forgive me, they will move. That's part of their beauty, is they're going to swing and move. But I just want you to see how really consistent these turquoise stones are as we look at them very, very close and magnified. So you can really see and appreciate the quality that you're getting all the way throughout, the matching, the color, the fact they're not like reconstituted, they're solid turquoise stones. And it's going to be only $1,000. You know, I was going to do $19.99. Let's go lower than that. It's our last one ever. We will never make it again. It would cost, I mean, if that cost $5,000 to make a long time ago, like 8 years ago, what would that make today? I mean, you're talking $15,000, $16,000 easily today. So that value of $4,999 that we just took away, actually, that's a great big value for right now. We're going to go even lower than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. I mean, this is just an incredible necklace, one of those higher end designer pieces we've ever done. Involved more workmanship, more quality, more gold than most anything else we've brought you. And I'm going to make it $1,499 if you'd like to get it. So that's a really important piece right there, and one only, and rose gold will be the name of the game there. So if you'd like it, and then don't forget we have this bracelet. Look at that. Talk about a lot of gold. That's got a lot of gold, sapphires and diamonds all mixed in. Have a gorgeous cashmere sapphire, one of the rarest stones in the world, and we'll bring it to you from a rare mine that hasn't been mined in over 100 years. So that's very exciting. We'll get to our Tanzanite. Don't forget about that demantoid. And new aquas here. Look at this aqua getting you ready for March. It is the best of the best. And how about that color glowing onto the wheel in front of it? That's going to be 1129934. And again, I'll keep moving. You just tell your operator what you like and what we can get for you and have right out to you. But here's our Sierra Santa Maria, and it's a big one. We keep climbing in these prices, getting you bigger and bigger stones. We started with the 1 carat the other day, then I brought you some 2 carats. Now we're upgrading all the way to 3 carats plus. It's our 308 cushion cut in the rectangular, but notice how it's not too narrow. It gives you a nice width to it. It's got a good length as well. I mean, it's practically square, because usually with a cushion that's rectangular, you're going to see a much longer top to bottom length than it is going to be side to side. Here's one that's just bringing you that great almost square cushion look with the bigger bezel sets on the sides. That's 6 points in diamonds. Then you get your 308 center, and we've got the bezel set 3-pointers there on either side, ready to get you that great value. It's white gold only, so this one will stay as it is. And we got the big value right now. First caller's going to take it. Come on in early. I know we're just getting started, but what a show. This is one of the craziest shows, and I've been doing this a long time here, guys. We've got a lot of great shows in the past, but this is one of the very, very best. And let me tell you, I think already we've shown you that. The turquoise, the moonstone, the Sari for under $900. Yes, we've got trillions. We've had demantoid under $2,000. That doesn't happen in a year's time. The things I brought you in 24 minutes, We could watch a year of shows and not see all that. So it's really an important time to pick up what you love. And here's our new aqua, and it's a one only. Let me try this on for you as well. Gosh, that's a pretty stone. Look at how bright blue it is. You know, that would pass for a lot of different people's judgment when they see it. They might think it's a cornflower blue sapphire before they think it's aqua. That's a good sign, because that's a testament to how much saturation you have there in that gem. And we're going to take it lower than 3,000. $29.99 is wonderful. You got to remember it's 3 carats. So even though we did the simple 3-stone setting, it's the really large stone. We didn't go with the 1 carat or the 2. We've done those in the past. They've all sold out as well. Now we're bringing you the upgrade, and it's a massive one at that. It's a massive upgrade to get in the world of Sierra Santa Maria, where they don't actually happen in large sizes all that often. So something to keep in mind as we take it lower than even half that price. Even $14.99, not going to do it. We're going to make sure this is really an important value for those of you that love, I don't know what all is on my wheel today, but there has been, and listen, I'm going to warn you in advance, if a very, 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 very large insect comes and lands on the wheel, I've been trying all day to get him out of here. So just beware. We know about it. I'm going to try my best to play exterminator out here, but I got to tell you, just don't be alarmed, because it'll look really freaky. It's only happened once in my 25 years where we had a major incident with an insect. It was an insectident, and it just landed right there. So don't be alarmed if you see it. It might happen. I don't know. We're going to find out. Wait and see. But again, should not mar the beauty of the jewelry at all, because listen, we're all attracted to those beautiful things, and there's something flying around that wants to be a part of this. It might think it's a beautiful blue flower, an iris, a lilac. I mean, that's the kind of blue you're getting here. The sky blue color that is so tempting and really just an enjoyable stone. When you see aquas usually give no color, and therefore a lot of us go, we can take it or leave it. It's kind of that blah stone. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want my gemstones to be blah. That would not be a good descriptor for a gem. And yet, because we wear them for their wow factor, for their beauty, for their quality, this is it. And it's not going to be $13.99. We'll skip that. We'll go to $1,299 only. That'll be it. And then sure, we'll get to those Sari hoops for you as well. Looking forward to those. It's a big double row style, lots of gold, and some of the best, most saturated diamonds we've seen yet. So those will be coming up, but $12.99. Wow, what a piece. And then we've got our color change sphene pendant. I know that a lot of you saw the 1 carat that we had yesterday. I'm going to bring you a really big value on a gorgeous stone. We got a color change sphene, and guess what? It's the round. Oh, there's something about those round sphenes that are so beautiful. So we're really excited about that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. And then I've got the trillion Tanzanite, but I know we're all excited about these Huggies because sold out of some hoops the last couple of days from this designer. Well, here they are in a new version. Oh, I love these. And the inside out style. I mean, talk about, I always say with an earring, don't I always tell you, you need a little more impact. And whatever that, and listen, there's impact in a 4 or 5 inch chandelier style that's going to be like the shoulder duster length, and okay, that's impact. But those are not wearable every day. Not even for those of us who like to dress up. That is not a wearable everyday style. So how do you do impact in a smaller earring if that's where you're more comfortable? You do it in a style like this. And I love that even compared to the ring we had, these are the really saturated bright stones, yellows and greens, but look at how it's all turned up. The color saturation is so on point here. And it's gonna be our, wow, this is 0022, so it's gonna be one of those 113s tone, and it's a carat 49, but you're getting 4 rows, 2 of the rows inside, 2 of the rows, of course, on the outside. So it's your whole inside out style we love, and is gonna be a big old value, and we got the really, really important one of a kind. So that's the pair you're getting. And let's go ahead and show them upright too, because you got to see this inside out style and the way they're finished, because that's not a bad look either. And then you see how much gold is through the side profile. And then this, I love seeing those pinks and purples mixed in with the yellows and greens. There's a better look at the inside of the other hoop. Then we'll show you the second here to follow. And same thing, great saturation on the internal side. I'll show you one as I like to do. I like to give you 3 looks at everything, okay? At least in earrings. And that would be your close up, and then your measurement, so that you don't, I don't want you to ever leave you with any questions. I like to show your measurement, which you see here is going to be a little over a ½ inch. So we're going to call those 5/8, and then I like to show them on, because who the heck knows what a 5/8 of an inch is going to look like on their ear. The great news is they're a solid straight post here. You're going to pop them right into the earlobe, and they click closed. Easy, hinge, click, done. They're secure, they're locked, they're fabulous. And they're going to be extra, extra affordable, even though there's a carat 49 in diamonds here. which is pretty elite when you talk about, we're really jam packing those diamonds in. So you've got that real specialty look. Here's what they look like on, just for a, like an idea here and a for instance here, and how they pair well and play with others as well. So you get an idea of how they're going to look together, but really beautiful colors, bright as can be. That saturation and punch of color is exactly what we're looking for, especially, you know, again, you want color to be the strongest possible. That's what you're getting there. We'll take another look at them close up and give you that great value and make them better than $3,999. So mega moment here for our lovers of the hoops, and yet so easy, so affordable, so really fantastic when you think about how many diamonds are beautifully layered here, and the thought of taking all those, the care and the time to make sure that they're all really matching in their saturation, not matching in their color. The whole point is to mix and match and give you a lot of different colors in one, but how the bright pop is there. So instead of, how about 19? No, we're not going to do that either, not even $1,500, which is about $1,000 a carat. If you see white diamonds at $1,000 a carat, you're living right. The fact we're upgrading you to the colors and then taking it still under $1,000 a carat when you're also getting so much gold like a larger hoop like this requires. And I don't mean large in the length, I mean like thick, you see, solid, the wider nature of a double row. We're not doing 15, we're not asking 14. Let's go even lower. You're here for a reason, and that is to see big values, and boy, do we have them tonight. So instead of 14, let's make it easy. I'll skip $1,399 and we'll make it $1,299, one pair only. And don't forget about the turquoise necklace and the Russian demantoid and all the other gorgeous pieces we're going to see throughout the show that you can request if you want to see something sooner rather than later. I have gorgeous yellow diamond drop earrings. Look at these. You've probably never seen these before. This is the drop earring times 3. Look at those. If you just want to go yellow and white diamonds, and this is where all the 3 are center stones that are huge individually. So that's really impressive. We have that coming up. We have a brooch. We have some really affordable ruby earrings that I know a few of you missed out on. I heard through the grapevine these didn't go through or something. So I know a lot of you missed out on these the other day. So I'll bring those out at a really important value. That's a ruby drop. So we'll show those real quick, and anything else you want to see, let me know. $12.99 on the earrings. Here's my trillion. That's the 5. Ooh, that looks real good. That's in yellow gold now. If you want to switch it out, you are absolutely able to, and you don't have to do a thing. So let's get to that big tansy, because this is the size we all want right now that I don't have anymore, because I have nothing else. Nothing loose to make Tanzanite rings out of, or earrings or pendants. It's why lately we've been cutting some down. Some of our bigger stones have been cut down to size so that we can make new concepts for you. Like later, we're going to see a beautiful Tanzanite necklace on the way. It's going to be really important, so stay with me for that. It's affordable. So tell anybody who's looking for blue wings, then they don't have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10, $20,000 to spend. Tell them we've got the affordable way to get blue wing tonight, but let's make sure we go crazy here. This is that subtle Tanzanite, and again, this is really important with that classic halo design. We've got 1130099. So I'm going to do something wild. It's our 508. It's a trillion. It's got an $89.99 should be price tag on it. That makes perfect sense when you consider it's 5 carats 08, plus it's the museum reserve. And it's also that rare cut. When we saw this cut earlier, we did see it with the Moonstone. Now we're seeing an even larger stone in the Tanzanite, at least in carat weight. And then the diamond weight on this is 60 points. So we keep it pretty classic. You can see the halo and then the diamonds continuing down the sides. I'm so glad you're here. This is an important night. It really is. It's a big, big night here as we reach that midway point of January. And when you think about it, my goodness, lots and lots and lots of great jewelry here already tonight in the show. Wait till you see what we're going to do on this one, but I got to warn you, it is a one only. This will go. They always do. We rarely see these 5 carats. That tends to be the sweet spot of sizing that is requested more often than not. So here's your way to get it tonight, and let's take a look at what we can do on value here for you. Instead of, I think we need to do better than that $89.99. I know we do, because we got a discerning audience here. You need big values, you're getting the big value. Let me know who's got the Sari ring or earrings, because those are really important. And they were $12.99 only, but we got to make sure this goes as well. First hour, here we are, and again, rewarding you, the early birds, with the best of the best. And so, to that end, we're not even asking for half off this price, which is $4,500. I know we've spoiled you rotten with blue wing. We've given you literally the best quality on planet Earth for the lowest price. So to keep that going and to keep that trend happening, we're going to take it less than 45, less than 4,000. What would you like? Enjoy. All right, and then here's what we're gonna do on this one. Instead of 4, or $35 or $3,000. Here's what it looks like on the hand to get you acquainted with this size of 5 carats plus in the trillion. There it is. And what a fabulous look it gives you. Now, I do want to just let you know you can change the gold if you want to. So this is going to be white, yellow, or rose, because I know it's a little bit unorthodox to see the yellow gold to start, but you can still get whatever gold color you'd like, okay? So don't be intimidated by the yellow gold. We'll change it for you. There's no extra charge for that, but it's also not even $29.99. So when you want to say goodbye to a Tanzanite, you bring out a trillion. They are first to go. We've had the least of them over all these years, and yet it's not $29. This is one heck of a value. And taking it even lower, let's make it better than 29 or 28 or 27. Let's keep going. We got the values here tonight. And I told you, 2.5 hours left. The most amazing values. I think this is the best Thursday we've seen in a long, long time. And I think about days gone by, years ago, when we had Thursday nights be gemstone nights. Remember how much fun those were? Oh, they were the best. Oh man, it was fun. But I got to tell you, let's not even do 27. Let's keep this Thursday party going and all night long, okay? We're going to make it even better than 27 or 26 or 25. First and only caller. This is why you want to be quick. Let's make it $2,499. That's it. And that's going to be gone in a flash. And as much flash as the red flash, you get even more so. What about the trillion? Giving a quality none of the other cuts do or are capable of. That's really important as well. You don't get that with other material. Let's face it, you don't get the red flashes at all, hardly. You really don't usually maintain saturation when you've got a cut like a round or a trillion, because it kind of like you have to usually make the decision. Do you want the red flash and the deep saturation, or do you want a little sparkle? Here's where you're getting all of that together. And it's only $24.99. So first caller, let's get to those ruby earrings coming up. And again, pieces are going here because I'm moving quickly. That's on purpose, very much so, because I only get 2.5 hours left with you, and I want to make sure that everything goes. And so we want to also just stick with new instead of recaps. So take a look at this. This is an earring that I know so many of you missed out on a couple of weeks ago. Well, they're back, and this is really exciting. So we have a 1127-333 item number. It's going to be our Burma ruby rounds, and aren't they pretty? There's a left and a right design. They can flare in or flare out from the face. There's a post and butterfly, so they're really easy to wear. But there's also a carat here of round Burmas, 24 points in the diamonds, each one individually set. So it really shows off, looks great. And here's what we're going to do. We have, which way, I don't know, guys, which way do you like them? Flaring out? I'm going to do that for you here. Let me show you the length, because it's going to be 5/8 of an inch, but just to give you an idea here of what they're all about from a little bit more of a distance. And then we'll show them on so you can see how they're going to look that way. But there it is with that just about, I mean, you can see 5/8 is right between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch. And then they'll have that post and butterfly. I'm just going to float one in the ear here for you so you can see it as best you can. But remember how important this value is when you've got a 50-point ruby in either ear. And the fact that they are so bright and so clean and so transparent. That is not something you see with most rubies at all. Usually they are translucent at best or opaque. And you can see, I don't even know the backing in, but you can get an idea here of what they're all about size-wise and how I just chose to flare them out. You obviously have that option there of how you want to wear them, but let's make this really easy. And of course, with the backing on, you're gonna see that gorgeous red of the ruby that is going to look out to the world. And I think that we are getting ready too, aren't we? Thinking about maybe Valentine's Day and wearing red and all that. But the truth is, ruby goes with everything. The color red goes with everything. It's why, you know, when you think about like all-time classic nail colors, see, I love to get my nails done. Well, I hate the process. It's a long, arduous, slow, painful process. But I will tell you, not literally painful, just it takes a lot of time. I hate being idle for like 4 hours and held captive. It's a long process, but I do, you know, I enjoy the maintenance of it. I enjoy like having them look good. So, you know, that's important, right? It's important to me. Grooming's important. I got to tell you, when you have something like, again, you think about classic nail colors, when you're sitting there looking at a wall of colors in every shade of every color out there, what is the classic go-to? It's always red. It's always going to be red. I love when people at the beginning of the year come, okay, what's the popular trending color for nails this year? It's always going to be red. It's always red. Red always works. Point is, I think that's an earring you're going to wear a lot, because no matter what you're feeling like in the outfit, the ensemble, how the hairdo is, what bag, what shoes, what other jewelry you're wearing even, this is going to always work. Always, every time. People think red, oh, it's such a bright color, but it's an earring that's right there with that pop and that flash and that fire, and it's such a classic color. It's a go-to. You'll end up putting them on probably more than you would your plain diamonds, and yet you're still getting diamonds. And we're gonna make it easy right now. Yeah, do you already have them? Verifying on the earrings, let's make them $888 because that's the thing. Somebody missed out on them a couple weeks ago. I brought them back for that purpose. So they should be gone, and $888 only, and they are gone. Congratulations. And then we can always bring out, well, speaking of rubies, I don't know if it's fair right now, but we have a really special cashmere, and you can see the cashmere sapphire. It's got more of a purple color to it. Also want to bring you that sphene that's so important. So this one's gone. Let me move those aside and then bring out this sphene pendant, which is going to be 1129264. Take a look at that. Yes, please. All right, color change sphene collectors, where are you? Let's have a show of hands via phone calls. That's what we need here, because we have our 57-point round, and you have the diamonds all the way around it. That's such a pretty designer style too. It looks like a clover meets a floral meets a compass, because I like the northeast southwest points you have there with the diamond basically affixed within the pear-shaped cutouts at those compass points. The really beautiful Art Deco fluted bail, which the diamonds and the gold there on the sides, and one only. Oh my goodness gracious, white, yellow, rose gold, you get to decide what you like there. And we'll happily, gladly do it for you for free. Doesn't that sound good? And if you like white gold, no problem, it comes right out to you. But there's a 3/4 inch length here, so, you know, we're gonna have the ruler at the ready today, because we got a lot of earrings, pendants, necklaces, bangles as well. We got some really cool bangles. Bangles in a gold era like today, that's gonna get interesting. But look at this, that's what they look like, what it looks like rather from a distance, 3/4 of an inch. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well, just to give you another idea of that size. But how about that color? Splashy, isn't it? It's literally some of the highest dispersion you can get in a gem. Forget about really good diamonds for a moment and let's talk sphene, because this gets you even more color than most diamonds do, even, yes, high quality. So this is the way to go about it. Here's our big value. Get ready on the lines, white, yellow, rose. Yes, we go back to the close-up and give you a big old value on a sphene that is rare. You've got the sphene categories rare anyways, but then the color changing even more so. All right, $34.99 it's not gonna be. Big time value. And all you got to do is call. That's it. Just give us a ring-a-ding-ding, and we'll give you a pendant in exchange. I will blow it out for $999. That is the way you get a sphene in the amazing quality you see there, and we'll get it out the door in a hurry. And don't forget, there are yellow diamond drops and yellow diamond button styles. We've got 2 different varieties of yellow diamond earrings tonight that are going to be on the way, plus our big, big special of the night. It is about an hour and 18 minutes away. That sounds like a long way away until you realize you get to look at beautiful jewelry between now and then as well, and get anything that tempts you or tantalizes you. But we've got a major Tanzanite necklace. And before you go, oh, not a necklace, uh-oh, that's going to be pricey. It's one of our best values of the entire inventory. And that's why it's going to be a top of the hour special in the 7 o'clock hour, which is the 10 p.m. hour on the East Coast, okay? And then we've got a ruby, a star ruby. We've got rubies, cashmeres, and a star ruby. So we got a lot of great rubies for you, including, of course, the ruby earrings that are already gone. And then its counterpart, the sapphires, in a whole lot of stones in a bangle bracelet. And then how about this most, you know, they're calling it fawn. I'm gonna beg to differ a bit on this next ring, but it is splendid. It is 112-1777. Let me know on the sphene where you're just gonna keep on moving, okay? And so it's gonna be a little faster paced than normal because I brought out about 3 times the jewelry I usually have. Check this out. This is one of the rarest stones I've ever brought to you in diamonds, and I've brought a lot of rare diamonds, including pinks and purples and greens and blues and chameleons. This is really a light golden orangey champagne. There's really no brown, which is why I'm going to take issue with the word champagne. But this is the one and only. It's hard to describe because every time I look at it, and I've been in already 4 different light environments today with this ring. So I've seen it in different environments and noticed that it tends to look different depending on how much or how little light you have surrounding it. And that's really important to remember. So what it is a natural color 1 carat diamond in a beautiful oval. It's got a nice big size to it. We're calling it champagne. I really would call it more of a golden light peach. It's got a pink element. It's got a little orange element to it, really together. So I don't see any browns. If you do, call it a champagne. I don't see any browns. I've looked at it again 4 different lights. So I've never seen brown be a feature of this stone. But it is the one you're going to get. So what you see there is what you're going to recognize at home, but also you're going to have the ability to wear it in multiple environments, look at it inside, outside, UV light, no UV light, fluorescent lighting, all of the above, and watch how it changes and takes on a new personality, because there truly is a blend of colors happening. There's more than just one individual color here. There's a lot of colors happening together. So we'll take another look at it here, give you a great big value. I like to do that. And then keep in mind, it's 99 points in diamonds in this larger bridge. So it's a really good, this is actually a little larger than the bridge we saw earlier, for example, with the demantoid in the gold weight. So you get more gold, diamond weight similar, but you get more gold. It's wider because it's accommodating a 1 carat stone. So overall, 199 in your total gem weight. That oval, there's a rule about ovals, and it does look a lot bigger than what you typically see. If I had a 1 carat round, wouldn't look nearly this size. So there's a benefit in the fact you're getting more of a 1.5 carat look. And by the way, a 1.5 carat would be a lot more money. So here's how it looks from a distance away on the hand. It's in the yellow gold. It stays in the yellow gold. Notice how you don't see any yellow gold until you would have to turn it all the way to the side profile. That's the only way to see the yellow gold, turning it to the side. That's the only way, and then maybe the tips of the prongs for that center, but it tended to be the best color with that individual stone. So it is remarkable what we've done. Take note the item number is about like 6 years old, so it goes way back when, and we're gonna give you a wonderful value instead of the $79.99 it should be. Keep in mind there is only one, because that's a very distinctive stone that I can honestly say out of all the fancy colors I brought you over the years, including Sari recently and including the big stones and the small stones, I've never really had a color like this, but it is resonating most with a golden peachy orange. There's a pink element, there's a golden orange element to it as well. It's very bright, it's very citrusy, and with all that, it's still also a VS stone. So that is important to remember. And we'll take it even lower than $79.99. I know I don't like that price. And I know you won't like that price, because we demand better of each other, don't we? I demand that, you know, I give you values. I demand that of myself and of this company. I do, I will always do that, but I gotta tell you, you're very demanding as well. And the only thing I ask is that you be first on the phone lines, because it's really hard to read these emails that I get hundreds a day from you all at home that ask me mostly about pieces that have already sold. And it's really, really difficult to sit and spend a few hours a day. Sometimes it's a few hours, multiple times a day, responding that that item is sold and that item is sold. And then the answer is always, well, please make me another. That's going to be a very big challenge here, because again, in 9+ years, I've never had this color in that stone. So it's going to be challenging to get another one like that, to the point of probably don't rely on that. Wouldn't rest on that being the best way to go here. So just grab it today. I got a better price so that it's no issue. And we're going to make it really simple and easy with a standout value under $3,000, which doesn't happen on my 1 carats anymore. And then you put in the factor of the really, really biggest and best color, that great oval cut and shape, that VS material that gives you the ultimate clarity, and that's just the same as looking at a flawless. Why? Because you don't see anything with the naked eye. So if you're spending more for a flawless, it kind of is foolish to do so, because what you're going to see is the same end result to the naked eye. And unless you're looking through a microscope, you're not going to detect any inclusions on this one. So that's very important to remember. And we're going to blow it out right now. Better than 29, that should be gone. I know great value and you know great value. And quite frankly, that should be already a done deal, spoken for and sold. The fact that it's still early, still first hour, Thursday night, big things happen. Big values happen. Big statements happen. Here's where your big value, and I've had a lot of them already. This is the biggest one so far. Maybe the biggest of the night here, because what's happening to the world of diamonds? What's happening to heavy gold mounts? I'm telling you, we're not able to do the big bridge mountings anymore. Making them new, not going to happen. Not unless you want to spend $30,000 for a ring that was the same ring you used to spend $5,000 on for it. That's going to be a lot to ask, I think, of our shoppers, because we're all very value focused, very value oriented. So to do the same ring that you've seen for years and years and years and have it go up and increase to that kind of level, that's going to be a tough ask. So we're probably better to like leave that in the past and do some new designs for you. So here's how you get it. And again, not a new design, it's the old price, because again, you see that item number goes way, way back. So that really is of benefit to you, especially when we're going less than 29 or 28 or 27, and I keep going, so we can make this the value you want and try one of these really ultra unique diamonds for your own and for what you love. And yet not even 27.77, not even going even lower than that. And your first caller, I don't know who it's going to be, but I know they're going to be thrilled, especially when this arrives at home and you're taking it from room to room, inside and outside, take it to work, right in the car when you're in that UV light, the sun streaming in, and you see all the magnificent colors that are here. It is not 27. This is just a killer value on a one-of-a-kind. We're blowing it out. There should be a big old banner there, but I'm going to told you, it's like halfway through the month, half off on the price tags. That's what we're doing today. It's the halfway, half off show. Halfway through our first month, half off on the jewelry. I'll make it $2,699. That is it. That is all you've got to get. And you know what? That ring will be yours. And it's a beautiful, beautiful example of what we do in exotic colors of diamonds. So let me know if you like that one at $26.99. Then we'll move on. I've got some purple Paraibas to blow out too. We've got a couple of 2 carats, and then we've got one that is massive. It's going to be our 5-carat purple Paraiba. It's in this really artistic designer mounting. Look at that. That's a 5-carat stone. And then we also have another one. Look at this square cushion we have for you here. That's that's bright. That one's here. And then if you want to add a little bit of extra in the diamonds, look what we have here in that pear shade. Those are all purple Paraibas I just showed you. So those are going to be coming up on discount. What about a bracelet in solid 18-karat gold? That sounds pricey. Does it not? That sounds like a pricey thing. Even if it was like a little tiny baby bracelet. Look at this one, covered in rubies and diamonds and arches of links here in big diamonds. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? And this design goes all the way around your wrist. So we will bring that to you. That's not something we see every day. A ruby and diamond bracelet. Also, it's 7 inches long. We will give you a great value on this one. I just can't get over this. You got a bracelet with rubies and diamonds all together. I'm going to take you on a little tour of it because it's identically matched rubies. And this is where, guys, the rubber meets the road here. This is really important here to take advantage of this value. There are 2 figure-8 safeties. It's 112-7626. It is the 2 figure-8s that's going to lock that in place. But watch this as we go through, because every single ruby, I defy you to point out a ruby that is not flawless and clean and bright. And I say flawless to the eye. Obviously, they're natural stones. Look what you have here. Going all the way through. Every 3/4 of an inch or so, there's another floral of your beautiful red rubies. And they're all rounds and they're all diamond cut. And let's keep the train going here. So you can see all these incredible stones. Diamonds between. There's also that one diamond centered up. Did you see the great finishing on the inside? I'll show that to you. And then this is the other side, which is going to replicate that design. So the design stays consistent all the way around, but then you have that flawless look. So one side of the box is going to insert into the other. That way it just continues with that pattern and design element. Then you've got the figure-8s, and this is how it's finished. Beautifully so. Look at that. And that's all. There's your hallmark, 18-karat gold all the way through. I'll try it on the wrist here. Remember, it is 7 inches in length. It is our 18-karat gold, which is a huge upgrade. If you're not familiar with 14 versus 18, what's the difference? Well, a whole bunch of more pure gold in the 18-karat because it's 75% pure. Compare that to 14-karat gold, which is approximately 54% pure. So not nearly the value, not nearly the worth, okay? So it's not going to matter here. We're bringing it down to an old price, discounting it from there. Take a look at the consistency from this angle so you can see the whole length of the piece here as it displays out. So 7 inches in the length. White gold is how it stays. The ruby weight is 302, and then the diamond weight is 72 points. That's just a lot of great detail. Workmanship, gold, the finishing. I love that little arch because that just allows it. You ever thought about that when you have a bracelet that's a link style like this, why it's so important to have it be a little more arched so that it form fits to the wrist instead of being more structured and rigid? When it does that, it doesn't fit as nicely. It doesn't rotate as nicely. And of course, as this rotates, no problem. Again, it's that endless pattern all the way around. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm curious who's out there tonight. I really am. It's a Thursday. Here's the deal. We're still technically in hour one, even though there's only a few minutes left. I want to take this to an epic level. There is so much gold. Obviously, 18 karat gold's a huge upgrade. You've got the 18 karat. It's done. It's ready to go. It's ready to go in a box and be shipped to you. Because again, can't change it with the gold color. It stays in the white gold. It's 7 inches in length. I'm going to start. Let's just do this. I'm really looking at $69.99. I'll show you the bag. It's very easy. I'm going to do better than $69.99. So take a look at this. This is the bracelet, and here's the price tag it's supposed to be. That's not going to work, I don't think. And I am doing a little roll call moment, okay? So this goes back to what I wanted to be. When I was young, all I wanted to do was be a teacher. And so here's what we've got for you. I'm going to do a little roll call and see who's with us in attendance tonight. And we're going to go ahead and put this on the auction block. And I'm going to find out who's out there. And we're not going to even do $6,000 to start or anything like that. That's already a nice savings. But I got to go lower. And when it's Valentine's Day around the corner and July, my goodness, that birthstone for July, the bright reds of the ruby that look like red diamonds when they're cut this way and when they're clean and bright like these are. What if we go to $5 or $4 or maybe even $3,500 when there's, remember, the upgrade of the 18 karat? How about we take it less than $3,000 to start the auction? What am I doing? I'm just checking to see if anybody's with us, and it's going to be a $100 increment, and we're not even doing $3,000 to start. Bonkers. That shouldn't say auction, it should say bonkers. Price tags in gold by itself. I know you're tired of hearing about it. Me too. Trust me, every day, every single night. So before I go to bed, I check, I'm watching usually the international news. A dear friend of mine, she anchors the international news, CNN International. So I watch it before I go to bed. Probably the last thing I should do, right? But I check in at about 3 a.m. They do the gold market. They do the stocks and they do the gold market. And so every single day, without fail, I see the gold price for that day. And I'm going to tell you, what I see on gold pricing is it's like, without hesitation, it's pretty much like, seems like $100 extra an ounce per day. And so the fact that you've got 18 karat solid gold and 7 inches going around, if that didn't have a single center stone, ruby, diamond, or anything else, that would be incredible in pricing. It's not $3,000. Listen, even if not for today, some of you have watched me for 25 years, others of you maybe 25 minutes. Whatever it's been, this is a great value historically. It doesn't have to be ultra exclusive to this moment we're in right now. It's a great value for a bracelet like that, no matter what era you're shopping in. And we're not asking $3,000 to start or $20,000. This might just mean nobody's watching or the feed's not there. I know last night, turns out we didn't have any cable. So again, you know, this happens. So I'm doing the roll call to see what's going on. Instead of $3,000 or $29,000 or even $2,800, I'm just going to say, you know what, skip it. We'll go $2,700 to start, and then we'll go in those $100 increments, and we'll see who's out there, because that is already less than the price of the gold by itself if you're just making it. Obviously, we know there's about that price in a gold band, a little size 6 gold band by itself. So when you get 7 inches of gold and it's 18K, and then completely covered and decked out in rubies and diamonds, and we only got 3 minutes to the top of the hour, and if we don't get the open, we can move on. But that is what value's all about. And remember that upgrade, and those are solid links. Those are not hollowed out. This is not a plating. That's a solid link with solid gold throughout. So that's really impressive. And then you put into perspective the other things like the matching of the rubies, the beauty of the diamonds that are all VS. You got almost 3/4 of a carat there. That is one of the more wild opportunities we've ever brought you in our history. We could look back. I mean, they're all out there, guys. YouTube has them all. Facebook has them all. You can go watch shows that I did 9 years ago. You can go back, you can watch 5 year ago shows, 4 years ago. You can do, like again, that whole trend right now, I don't know. I'm not on social media much, I gotta admit, because I'm too old for that stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm not, you know, I'm like on the cusp of millennial. I'm too old to be glued to social media. I stay off it. Unless you guys need help with anything, that's fine. But it's there for business. And I gotta tell you, but one thing I know is that it seems to pervade the last few days is that we're all talking about what was going on in 2016. I don't know, that's a thing that's happening. We're all just talking about what happened 10 years ago. That's when I started here. I started here in 2016. So I was thinking about that today going, And what an interesting moment we have here with no open, by the way, because this is like, if we went back, and you can watch those shows, those broadcasts are out there, they're all over the internet. You can watch what I was doing on this show in 2016 and 2017 and 2018 and 2019 and 2020. We were here all through the pandemic and we never shut down. I know we were supposed to, but we didn't. I think that's water under the bridge at this point, but we were here. We were here in this enclosed studio with no windows and no ventilation and no circulation. We packed them in. We had, like, at the time, 30 people in here every day. We were here through all those different eras. Think of what all transpired in the last decade. I couldn't do that price even 10 years ago when I got here, doing my very first show in 2016. Couldn't do that. So there's a value to be had. It's just a matter of picking up the phone and making it yours here. So let's take one more look at it. 27, no open. All right, we're going to move on. It just gives me an idea here. So my roll call failed. No one showed up to class today, and that's okay too, because again, I still got to teach. So here's what we're going to do. We've got the 29, we've got a 69.99 piece. I'm going to show you a really good pair of earrings. Also, for those of you that missed out on my large Zambian emeralds the other day, I found one more that's even larger. So it'll officially be our largest Zambian. And I'll just flash it here. You tell me if you like it. It's the 574 Zambian emerald. So FYI, 5.5 carats here as well. But there's my 574. I'm just going to flash a few things. You want to see a wild ring? This one has about 3 carats in diamonds. That's a fun way to do a yellow diamond designer ring. And it's built so that you can wear it on its own solo, or you can mix and match it and pair it up with other things. I've got a cashmere sapphire. Let me wait and show you all the sapphires. There's all the sapphires. Look at this bangle. This is one you're going to be very, very glad this was not made today. Listen, I love brand new, but I really would rather, when it comes to a value story, show you something from a million years ago that is priced accordingly. And this is solid 14 karat white gold. That's the first thing. Covered in sapphires and diamonds, and it's 1114,531. Wow. We're talking about a piece from nearly 1 decade ago. 5.5 carats, or 505 rather, and then 129 in diamonds. And the thing, it's wide. It's definitely a wide bangle. It's all hinged though, so it's really easy to put on. There's no, yeah. Oh no, okay. Who is that, and who's got the open on the bracelet? We're not talking about this one, we're talking about the rubies. So who is it? Okay, Peggy's got the open on this one. We're going to bring it back real quick since it is the top of the hour. Now, the good news is, for me, is that we may have had a few people join in the last 1 minute since the top of the hour arrived. This was here at just moments ago, didn't get an open at 27. Now we have the open at 27, and we are going to give it a final call. Now, for those of you that just now tuned in, because it is the top of the hour and it's a big one, it's when a lot of people do tune in. We're glad to have you. Welcome into Thursday night. Welcome into TVON. This is a really special show for me. I really got to go dig deep into the vaults and really pull out some of my favorites. I wanted to have about 300 items to show you. Made it. About 270 are here. Showed you about 30 or 40 of them already. Now we've got the bracelet. We do have the open at 27. Remember, this is that 18 karat gold designer style. 18 karat white gold, 7 inches should fit most. That gives you a little bit of room for it to twist and twirl. And the beauty of it is the pattern goes all the way around. So you've got beautiful florals of rubies, diamond cut. Then you get the diamonds all the way through, mixing and matching, connecting them together, and then the diamond in the center. And this will be our one only. Now, we do have another caller dialed in. They sounds like they might be verifying. So it sounds like we do have $2,800. We have 2 bidders now. And what we're going to do is give it a final call. It's 18 karat solid gold. You could always take the stones out, keep them, and melt it. This is what we do as a manufacturer a lot. If something is marked down and doesn't go, it gets melted down. Makes us, a lot more affordable when we move forward with new. But this is at 28. Do you want to check and see if Peggy wants to go 29? Because I'm going to clock it here. We have 2 bidders. Thank you. So now we've got Brenda in the lead at 28. We're looking for, if you're a ruby lover, this is the piece to own. And we may have 29. Yes? 2,900's been bid, and we're going to give it that, again, I'm going to start that 2-minute clock, because this is kind of a holdover from hour 1. So I want to make it quick because we got our top of the hour to get to, but that's going to be last call, and we do have 29. If anybody can top it, all you need to do is dial in the last 2 minutes, and then we will have your bid in and submitted to this auction. So here's how you make it happen, and let me try it on the wrist again in case you missed that earlier as well, just to show you the beautiful way that it looks from a distance, and then you can see there, not only that, but then also the way it splays out here, You can see all that consistency to that bracelet. Not one ruby a little off at all. It's just all consistent, clean, bright, magnificent rubies in that diamond cut round material that we rarely see. And our last call is now. So the minute 20 now remains, and that's to get you in here. And then of course each segment, each link is all structured differently. So it's all going to be that really beautiful way that it just forms and sits around the wrist. Is going to have great movement as well. And there you go. One final minute remaining, and we're at 2,900. And we do have that Zambian emerald, and we do have yellow diamond drops and yellow diamond studs. And don't forget about this really incredible diamond we had earlier just moments ago. Yes. Okay, so the bracelet's they're probably seeing it right now, Andy, but I'll show it again on the wrist here. So let's show this one more time on the wrist so you can see the size. And it's not overwhelming. It's not like the next bangle we have, which is really wide. This is really easy to wear. It's a line bracelet style still, but it's going to also stack beautifully. If you do choose to wear it with other things, you've got that opportunity, and that, you know, certainly works well. It's got an insert box closure. I'll remind all of you that the one side is going to insert into the floral on that side, and then you have the two figure eights on the other. One is one way and one is the other, but you can see the two. Okay, so one's upright, one's down, but that's how it's going to look. So this side is going to insert into the floral in the other side, so it keeps that pattern really consistent all the way around. Okay, 29 going once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Congratulations, well done there. And don't forget, we've got this sapphire bangle. If you want a bangle style with a lot of different sapphires, we do have that coming up, and that is multicolored perfection. Well done on the bracelet. Here's what we're going to do. We have a few pieces left from our number one. Don't forget about that. If you want to check on any availability, we are going to see that purple Paraiba blowout. We've got still, I don't know, somebody's got to explain to me why we have that 1 carat diamond here for $26.99. It really happened. We have aqua. Don't forget, next top of the hour, it's in about 54 minutes. We'll bring you the Tanzanite necklace. That is also the most affordable item of the night by far. That would actually be the most affordable item, I think, in the inventory by far, is what I'm bringing you as a brand new at the top of the hour. So that's in 54 minutes. And don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss those. And then we also have this beautiful purple sapphire. This one's new. Look at that purple. Kind of looks like our Cashmere that is here. And then also, if you like a bangle, we have 2 options. I can get you multicolored sapphires or the big Paraiba. So look at these bangles. One with color side to side and a lot of colors, and the other, the ultimate color in neon Paraiba, and that's a 5 carat plus Paraiba. So either 5 carats total in your sapphires, right there, 505, or you can get the 5 carat, which is actually a 516, green Paraiba in the middle of that bangle that you see in the background. And you know what? Bangle time is here. This is what I love, is that we're seeing pieces tonight that we don't usually see. These are really unique and enormously pretty, but also enormously heavy. I mean, there's nothing that's going to be heavier in this entire inventory than a bangle like that. Whether you're going with the sapphires or, you know, the Paraiba has a lot of great gold weight as well. And that Paraiba is such a really striking, beautiful, bright lime green. It's still copper bearing. It may, and we know the blue greens as being Paraiba. But there's a lot of different colors that do have copper content. And then we'll see the purples later in blowouts, in rings. We have the green here. Let's take a look at it. And you know what I'm doing? I'm giving you 2 options here because I just want to make this simple and easy. A blowout on bangles, a huge value, and your choice of, and they're both for an average size wrist. So if you wear a 6.5 to 7.5, these will fit. So first we've got the 505 with the 129. Maybe this isn't fair to put them up together, but I'm going to tell you, the price tag is so good. I'm losing so much money on the jewelry itself, I can't waste the airtime. So if you want one of the bangles, one of them was $14,999. The other was $15,999. The price tag is going to be exactly the same for your choice of today. You just have to let me know which one is your favorite. White gold or white gold. They both stay as they are. They're both for average size wrists, and that's the 5 carat 16 Paraiba. That Paraiba has 34 points in diamonds around it. You can see the finishing on the inside is going to be replicated all the way around. This is the bangle with all the sapphires. Your choice of, they're not even $10,000 a piece. That is a serious value that we have already right now tonight. Going even lower than that, though, which is striking because $99.99 is a value, we're going to go significantly less. So all I need you to do is tell me which one is your favorite, or if you're just a bangle lover or collector, you're going to probably take them both, because this is one of those price tags you'll never see again. I think that's fair to say. I got an alert about a week ago or so, and there was a headline that gold crashed. And it went from like 4,700 to 4,300. I went, that's a crash? No, let me know when gold goes to $300 an ounce. That's a crash. Gold is not going anywhere. And just because it does a temporary drop and gets down to $4,500 an ounce, that's not a crash. And we are anticipating, we're already seeing it. We're watching gold just elevate by the day. Remember what I told you, what I watch every night about 3 a.m. I see that price and I go, oh, here we go. So again, this is where buy old jewelry, not used, not worn by somebody else. I'm talking about pieces that were made like 9.5 years ago. That's an old piece. So do you think I'm elevating it to today's gold price? It was $15,000 then. Do you know what it would be today? Probably $65,000, roughly. No doubt a great value if you're shopping them elsewhere. We have a better standard for value. So I'm going to make either bangle you want, and let's try them on because they're the biggest ones we do. So I'm going to start with the sapphires, which has a great, look at this, double figure eights on the sides. You simply just open it up. There's a little button you're going to press. I don't think this one's ever been opened, but that's what it does. So it just opens. This is what I call, like, again, little layman's term here, it's like a Pac-Man style. So you just simply close it like that, okay? And you're going to pop it on your wrist just like so. So this is pretty easy because all you need is 2 fingers to press it together. Boom, voila, and that's on. So that's what that multicolored sapphire looks like on, with the yellows and the pods and the blues, the cornflowers first, then the royals, then the pink, multiple colors, and then the exact same colorway is going to happen on the other side. They're not $99.99. This one, same thing. It's going to have the 2 figure eights, a little button opening, so you press the button down, and then watch this. It's going to just latch right on the wrist here. I don't know which one I should put on first, but this is what they look like together, so you can see the size that you're getting. And the reason they're together is because they're not the same bangle, as you can tell, but they're the same discounted price. You just let me know which one you like. They're not even $4,999. Now we've taken $10,000 off, at least, of the old 9-year-ago price, and it's going less than that. So which one do you like, the sapphires or the Paraiba? That again is our 5-carat 16 bright neon green Paraiba. You're going to choose your favorite. You get them both if you want to. If you're a bangle lover and collector, look at the inside of that Paraiba and have that finished on the interior there. Really well done. They're not even $49.99, and I don't know where you're shopping for gold, but I can tell you this as somebody who knows the industry inside out and everybody in it. I will tell you nobody can do this price on a gold bangle, even if it was plain gold. Here's what I'll do instead of $49 or $45. Choose your favorite. We got Paraiba tourmaline or multicolored sapphires, and the most perfect pave ever, and they're not even $45 or $44 or $43. We keep on going. This is unheard of value. And the perfect size for anywhere between 6.5, 6 3/4, 7, 7 1/4, 7 1/2. If you wear any of those sizes I just mentioned, that's going to fit you beautifully, like it's custom made for you. It keeps all the stones right up top as you wear it. They're not even 43 or 42. Remember, it's your choice of, or take them both. Collectors should take them both. And either way, what a value we've got. Not even 42 or 41 or $4,000. We're making them $39.99 a piece. Let me know which one is your preference and your favorite, and they'll be gone before you can say bangles at $4,600 an ounce. Not today. Not what we're doing right there. You got a better value. $39.99. Come on. You know there's more gold than that. You know it. So $39.99 Paraiba or sapphires. Do you want the 5-carat 05 of sapphires with diamonds? Or do you want the Paraiba, which is a 5/16 individual Paraiba for $39.99 and a whole lot of gold? So 2 great ways to get some serious arm candy, whichever one you like. That is pretty cool. That is a value like nobody's doing. And that's the truth. So $39.99 on those. We've got our Cashmere sapphire too, and our yellow diamond, and our yellow diamond drop earrings, and our big Zambian emerald. The biggest one we have is our nearly 6-carat. There's the 574 in the Zambian emerald. Also have a big Tanzanite, men's sapphires here, brooch that's going to be really affordable. You got to see this unheated star ruby. Let me show you. We got the asterism in the stone. It's a 175. Here is what's coming up with pink diamonds and white diamonds together. The ultimate Tanzanite value is coming up in about 45 minutes. Be with us at the top of the hour, especially if you are a lover of Tanzanite. Tanzanite at a value nobody has seen. Let's show you that star ruby. Here it is. It's kind of a purple star sapphire bordering on ruby. It's going to be item number 11288987, and it's got a double halo. Starting with pink diamonds, then adding white diamonds to the mix. That is our 8987 number, where it is going to be a 175 round, unheated. There's a purpley pink element to it. It's got pink diamonds around it, 15 points in the pink, and then you've got the other 50 points in the white diamonds, double halo in the two-tone gold that it's in right now. It'll stay that way. Don't forget, we've got demantoid and fawn diamond and great color change sphene and trillion cut tanzanites and Sari hoops that are all here from earlier, even a trillion moonstone and a turquoise necklace that were incredibly affordable earlier. So we'll be recapping those unless you want to take them quickly. We'll be recapping all those before we go, and we'll send them all out. But here's our really quick and easy deal here. It's a $49.99 piece, and we'll blow it out for $18.88. So I know there's been a few of you missing out on the Starstones of late. Wanted to bring you one of those really, really rare purples that we love to see, an $18.88 when it's a classic double halo, but upgraded with the really important pink diamonds around it, which is so exciting to see, because obviously that's an element all unique unto its own to get that upgrade that you're getting there with the natural pinks. And they are indeed natural. That is what we bring you, the natural diamonds. So you've got the double halo there. Plus, I did want to show you our purple Paraibas. There's an incredible blue zircon that's come out to play tonight. Look at this one. That is a major 10 karat 46, the ultimate high level turquoise color in a bright as can be blue. Again, a special surprise, 45 minutes, that is going to be a must have. The problem is we only have a few to go around. There is something so epic, and let me tell you a little bit about it, because I'm not giving away everything about it, except to tell you it has got to be the most affordable piece in our inventory. I was looking at, again, I went through the whole inventory this afternoon. What was so striking to me, because I was kind of taking a little, you know, as we do, kind of taking stock of what's here. After the inventory blowout we did, there wasn't a lot left. We're making some new. I've got to say, what I went through, there was really nothing under $1,000. I planned a whole show, not one thing was under $1,000. Now, since then, tonight on air, in the last 75 minutes, I have made items under $1,000. The point is, when we have a value coming up, like what you're going to see in 44 and a half minutes to be exact, so you can start the countdown now, because we'll be counting down together. And I wish we had a little more quantity available, but listen, I think for tonight it's going to be enough. I hope. That is what I hope and pray for everybody, because there is something so amazing coming up. For any occasion, even if that occasion is years from now, you're going to need a jewelry gift at some point for yourself, for a loved one, for a birthday, for an anniversary, for a Valentine's Day that's coming up in less than 1 month, whatever it is, whatever that could be. Now, I got a busy Valentine's Day. I got an all-star game to go to. So it's going to be a different kind of Valentine's Day for me. I'm going to see you guys, and then I got a little Valentine's thing, and then I got an all-star game to go to for the NBA. So it's going to be a busy one for me this year. It's going to be a little crazy, but it's less than a week, or less than a month away. So we're talking about, you need a great jewelry gift, or you just want to add to your blue wing collection. That's all I'm going to say for now. And then at the top of the hour, we will unveil and reveal what exactly is happening on the top of the hour. Please don't go anywhere. If you think, because so many of you think, fine jewelry can't be affordable anymore, I will prove to you otherwise. So let's, again, gear up for that top of the hour that's coming up a little later. And yes, only 43 and a half minutes from now. Can't wait, okay? So get ready, gear up. Only got a few to go around. This one's $18.88 if you'd like to get it. And then do you want to see some really lovely yellow diamond earrings? We've got drops, we've got studs. We brought out the best of the best tonight. I've got a major, look at this green tourmaline. It's a fancy cut. It's a fancy color, and it's a brooch that's going to be really, really affordable considering it's got a lot of platinum. Take a look on the hand here of the size, just the sheer volume of platinum you're getting in this brooch. It's going to be 1128800. What do you think? That's a big style. This is solid platinum diamonds and a fancy cut green tourmaline in the middle. 243 in the fancy cut, 30 points in the diamonds along one side. It's sitting a little odd on my tweezers because it is a brooch. This is going to fasten to wherever you want it to fasten to. Anywhere you've got a textile or fabric, you fasten your brooch. It's going to look fabulous. It is a major, look at this, from a length perspective, 2.5 inches of actually, a little more than that. It's actually, if you see it there, it's actually like almost 2 5/8 there. Wow. So major piece. The tourmaline's gorgeous. Let me show it on the neckline just to give you that kind of, again, once over on size. And I know it's not going to sit. There it is. That's how it looks from a distance away. And then we're going to show you up close so you can see the fancy cutting element of this tourmaline that's got a little bit of a teal color to it. It's like a blue-green. Fantastic, isn't it? So there you go. This one, I got to go way back. Let's zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, we're going to make sure you see the whole thing in its glory, and look at that fancy cut. Fancy cutting across the top and the back of the stone. First caller gets it. It is super, super affordable. I'll make this one. I know there was a day when it was $49.99. We're going to take that down for you and make it $1,299 instead for the big platinum brooch with that fancy cut green in the center of it all. And then the diamonds along one side. Isn't that beautiful the way that's done? Diamonds along one side the way they are. Really, really, really stunning the way that looks. Then you consider you've got tons of platinum, which I'll show you the back, and you could always put a chain. If you have a bigger chain, you can try actually stringing your chain through the brooch element, and it should sit fine, east to west or north to south, however you want to do it. But that is a really cool stone, is it not? For $12.99, everybody should have a good brooch. I say it all the time. I really advocate for it. A lot of you think you'll never wear it, and then you find out it's the piece you wear more often than everything else. It really is a beautiful, beautiful style to own. So let me know on that one. Here's my wild sapphire bunch. I've got the Cashmere, which hasn't been mined. This mine Cashmere near the border of Pakistan hasn't been mined in a long time. So it's been about 100 years since this had any active mining. Okay, so we've got a one only Cashmere here. It's a roval stone. It's got this purpley red color. It's so stunning, and it's 1122275, and it's also a carat of 6. So it's a roval stone, carat of 6 with a lot of diamonds. Carat 18 is the diamond weight. And you've got one only in the yellow gold. There will be no center to this wheel, clearly tonight. I have tried. But here's what we've got for you. This is one of the cooler designs and yet collectible as can be. I literally have had, I think I've had 5 Cashmeres in total in my 9+ years here. That's not a lot. That's like one every couple of years on average. So it doesn't appear that often. And we've got unheated material too. And people always think, do sapphires have to be blue? No, sapphires come in all different kinds of colors. The Cashmere also was a mine that produced different colors. There are Cashmere rubies. If it had more red, this would be a Cashmere ruby. There are Cashmere blues, purples, pinky reds like this one. It's kind of a mix and melding of colors. And we're gonna blow it out for you. $69.99 is where it was. Gotta go lower. It's a big blowout of a Thursday night. Halfway through, half off everything. That's what I'm doing. It's at least half off. If I get you more than 50% off, praise the Lord, right? It's even better. You get a bigger value. Let's take it lower than even 35 or 3,000 Cashmeres of 1 carat. Now see, way back when, I sold a lot of loose stones. I sold 4 days a week of loose stones and 3 days a week of finished jewelry when I got started nationally in this business. And I got to tell you, those were the days. It was so much easier when you had finished pieces to understand the value because it started with the loose gems. And everybody saw loose gems 4 times a week, so it made it really easy to see the value when you started putting jewelry together. And in the times of, gosh, way back then, this is like, we're talking 22 years ago now, this is where Cashmere's loose were also an event. It was so rare, even 22 years ago, to have anything in Cashmere. This is one you got to own, especially if you're just a sapphire lover, but also a collector. Like they can be together, right? You don't have to be, come on over and take a look at it here because, you know, looking at that blank set, it's a lovely set, but you know, it's not as pretty as the Cashmere, that's for sure. And we've got one only, and it's under $29.99. So I'm looking at the carat 18 going, where'd the gold go? Where'd the diamonds go? The mounting's worth more. Sure, of course, you're used to that by now. I've done everything like that tonight. We're gonna make it better than 29 or 28 or $27.99. One collector owns it. Here's what it looks like on the hand in the yellow, or you could even have us change it for you. I could do white gold or rose gold if you'd prefer it, but now you really see the color. See how that liveliness comes through, and we are only 38 minutes away from the top of the hour. Tell a Tanzanite lover, tell a friend. I will sell out of them. I will sell out of what we have coming up at the top of the hour. I don't even have even close to one per state. I don't have one for every other state in the union. This is going to be our biggest value, and it is our most affordable item in the inventory right now. So yeah, it's going to be a big, big event coming up in about 37.5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, okay? Because you crave affordable. I know. And we got something wild. And it's only affordable because I'm making it affordable because I want a good top of the hour on a Thursday night. That's all. It's not supposed to be this price. Heck no, I'm just gonna make it a great deal. We're gonna do this one right now for $27.77, even better value if you like the Cashmere. One only there, and that's gonna be it on the Cashmere Sapphire. A 1 carat plus, so tough to do. And that rare, rich, purpley, pinky red that is so on point there. Again, we talked about this with the rubies, the clarity being so good. Remember the rubies in the bracelet? It's equally as difficult to get a larger stone like this that's gonna have clarity like that. And here's what it is, $27.77. All right, so we've got our purple Paraibas here. We're gonna blow out some, my 202 hoops are here if anybody would like them. And then we've got a new Alexandrite. It's a round, no less. It's a nearly half carater, and it's 100% color change. Loving that one too. Plus we also have a big Paraiba, a very good size, a 62 pointer, looks like 1 carat. I know the necklace was popular last night. I've got the ring to go with it. Take a look at this. There's the big Paraiba ring. It's interesting, it's a 62 pointer. That I've had this ring many times. Usually comes with a 1 carat stone. So that's a stone that's looking bigger than it weighs. And then I have these gorgeous drop earrings. Take a look at these gorgeous yellow diamonds. This is where it's like having not 3, but actually like 6 huge yellow diamonds. Oh, I don't know if these are gonna sit on their own. Forgive me. I really wish they would, because look at that. It's so pretty to see them upright. And appreciate the beauty of each and every one of these pear shapes. They're going to need my help here. So this is what we've got in a gorgeous drop. And what we are going to do is I'll probably have to show them one at a time here so you can see, but I want you to get a look at the matching because that's perfected here. And it's 112.9483. So there was one time on the air and it was $99.99. Here's the deal. I'm going to blow them out right now. We're going to give you this tremendous length. It's item number 112.9483, and take a look at them from a distance. Forgive me, they won't stand up. Let me show you the good stuff. This is how they're going to look when they're on the ear. So you've got a post and butterfly backing, which you see shown here. You've got a beautiful length, not oversized, not too long. 1.5 inches is your length here. Take a look at that. There's exactly 1.5. Now I want you to note, every single pear-shaped diamond is a bigger individual stone. This is why we break it down. Do you see 3 carat weights up there? There's a reason why. Is because you've got the individual center stones, that's 1.5 carats. Then you've got the yellow diamond halos that just wrap right around them, that's 40 points. So there's already 1.90 carat of your yellow diamonds. And then 178 of white diamonds in an earring with all this gold, all that beautiful drop, always showing forward, always looking fabulous, and every diamond, including the pear-shaped centers, are VS. So now we just need to find a way. And I'm going to need you on the lines because there is one huge value in probably what, I'm not kidding, I was doing some styling this weekend because obviously the big award show happened. It's the second biggest award show of the season. It honors TV and movies, which is why I love it so much, and now podcasts, and soon to be home shopping, I hope. Okay, I'm kidding, that will never happen, but again, our business gets no love, no respect, when actually it's a very challenging one. But I will tell you, it's really interesting to see what, when you work with big designers who do really lavish jewelry, it's funny to look at what costs millions of dollars. And a lot of what you see is this kind of look. And yet I was around an earring this weekend doing some styling for that event that actually was about as similar as you could get here. And they were, I'm not even kidding, they were on loan, but they were an earring that retailed for over $16 million. It's obviously tough to comprehend when you think about the zeros and the commas and where those are placed and how tricky that's going to be to afford for like everyday folks like you and I. Got to tell you, the people that are the most, really, really well-known people in the world, the most famous faces of Hollywood, they can't afford them either. That's why they're borrowing them. That's why they don't just buy them. This is a very similar look, and I think we understand. 368 in diamonds, you don't get that out of just little stones. I hope you don't mind. I brought out some lavish material tonight. I hope you don't mind. My apologies. If, like I said, I'm going to well make up for it in about 33 minutes here with our top of the hour that is going to be so epic. It's the most affordable item of the whole inventory. So again, and going forward, it's seeming tougher and tougher and tougher to make jewelry affordable. So I would be comfortable saying it's probably the most affordable item I'll have all year. And we're only in January 15th. And there's 11.5 months to go in 2026. And the top of the hour I have for you tonight, for those of you that are with us, and that's it, because it's not going to last another day or another hour, but it's our most affordable item we'll likely see all year. So that's incredible. But also, This is something that is equally as affordable when you think about where it should be versus where it is. It's not going to be a couple bucks, but this is an earring that rightfully, if I asked for $19,999, I don't think anybody would doubt why. I think we look at those carat weights and we see the earring and we think, yeah, that's a really strong value. Now let me borrow one so you can see what they look like on, because that's going to be super important here, because obviously we're all waiting to see that look. We want to see what they're going to look like on the ear. And again, I don't have the backing, so if they fall, I'll catch them. I'm ready. But look at how stunning they are. And obviously, if they're going to sit a little more taut in the ear, which they will, because they're a weightier earring, you should have a backing on. I would never advise leaving the house without the backings on your earrings. Don't do that. But you can see the length they're going to give and the way those teardrops stack. And the fact I'm doing better than even $10,000 for these incredibly decadent, designer, fabulous, ultimate earrings that you're getting right here. And they will not be even $99.99, $89.99, $79.99, $69. I'll keep on going. And again, they don't sit very well, but that's because they're not meant to be sitting on a wheel. They are meant to be worn and enjoyed on the ears, and they're not $69, $59, $49. Treat yourself, yellow diamond lovers, here you go. This is the way to get them. This is the way to have them in your collection. And a one-time thing. It's not like I'm saying you need 10 pairs of yellow diamond earrings in your lifetime. But having one when most would have none ever, affordability like this is what makes it possible. It's what makes it doable. It's what makes it with ease. You got to shop now because there's only one fabulous pair and they're not going to be even close. And I'm at the ready to try them on again if you want to see them again. But they're not going to be $49.99, and this is $368 in diamond weight. We have not changed the price except to bring them further down in this value story so that you're not even spending $49 or $45 or $44. Come on in. They're here while they're here. That's all I can say. One pair, that's it. When they're gone, and they will not even be $44.99. This is so incredible. And I just want you to see every one of those pear shapes is enormous. They really don't like to sit even when they do sit. This is, again, your piece to get and enjoy for a lifetime, and we will not do 44 or 43 or 42 or 41. Obviously, moving out some jewelry here as we like to do. The values are center stage, quite literally. And there they go. All diamonds, all fabulous. If you've got a yellow diamond ring from us, this is going to look great with it. It's going to be perfect. It's all that VS material. We're going to take them even lower than $4,199. The moment is now to take advantage of this gorgeous earring, and I'll make them under $4,000, and we're getting them real close to $1,000 a carat. They are $39.99 for the pair, and that'll be that. 30 minutes to go till we bring our most affordable item out. That's going to be coming up next in about 29 minutes. We've got that coming up. We also have so many great pieces from earlier. First hour was incredible. Make sure you dial in if you have anything you want to see again. But that's quite the deal at $39.99. Now, if you want to go a little more affordable, or let's say you don't do drops, we've got a stud style for you. We've got some equally, some really important larger yellows. Look at those. Those are pretty too. Cushion cuts, yellow diamonds, something for the button style lovers out there. The Paraibas here. What would you like to see? We take requests here at TVON, so you can let us know what you're looking for, what you'd like to have come into your home. What do you need in fine jewelry? We got it. So $39.99 of those earrings. Bravo if you get them. I mean, truly, they are stunning and really, really special. And for that price, what a bargain they are for $368 in diamonds. Okay, so we're going to keep on rocking, and I got some giveaways, literally. So here's what I'm going to do. Going to ask you to be registered if you're not. I'm going to do those yellow diamond earrings real quick, okay? We're going to do the yellow diamond studs really quickly here because no doubt when I show those, somebody out there saying whatever those were, I like it. So we're going to show those really quickly. It's 8573 coming up now, where if you just want a closer to the ear style, something that you could wear feasibly every day, and get your yellow diamond fix here with some very big stones. They are 41 points each, 82 points in total, and then you still get 87 points in white diamonds as well. You can rotate them as you wish. It is a centered post with a butterfly backing, so it can be rotated so you can orient the cushion cut how you like. But they're also 169, so they're giving you a big diamond weight. Remember the two bigger yellows there. Always important. Let's go ahead and do whatever you like. This is where, again, as is how they stay. They can go in a box and go out to you. In a couple of days, you have them. You have them, you wear them, you enjoy them, you love them, you wear them for whether it's special occasions or more routine daily wear. Honestly, it's up to you. I mean, there's no wrong way to wear a stud style. Studs are really just universal for everybody. And then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try them on for you. So again, if you don't mind, I'm gonna just show you one more time up close, then we'll give you the measurement. And then we're gonna do some different things, okay? We're gonna see if anybody wants the stud style. You see they're a 1/2 inch in diameter almost. And then I'll show them to you on the ear as well. So you can see what they'll look like from a distance. This is like from your across the table shot here, your beautiful look that you get. And how about those white diamonds all surrounding the big yellows in that nearly 1/2 carat. I mean, these are really what's considered light 1/2 carats when you talk about the yellow stones in the middle. And we're gonna make them really cheap, 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 cheap. Okay, let's go back to the wheel. And let's take them even lower than 99. I can't do 99.99. Look what I did the last ones for. So one value breeds another. There just got to be values all night long. And here we are at the halfway point of the show. And I know we're all waiting for that affordable moment at the top of the hour, but there's a lot of other jewelry to shop for in the meantime. And we're going to go ahead and just say, you know what? Let's skip it. Skip the 49, skip the 39, skip the 29, and let's get them out of here really quickly. Again, one pair only. They stay as is. They go out right to you. No wait time except for the time it takes to get them from us to you. That's not even 29. So there's a little roll call moment earlier where I started an auction just to do a little roll call, like let's see who's with us. And there wasn't anything for about 10 minutes. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take that $29.99 price. We're going to make it better. But it's going to require your phone calls. It's going to be a little mini auction. We're going to take it even lower than $2,900. We're going to go $2,500 and I'll try to save you $500 extra just for being here. There isn't a lot of competition tonight, so that's the good thing. That is on your side. The fact is that you got a quiet night. So that means little to no competition. And lately, in this couple of weeks, I've had one and done auctions. There's been a one bidder moment, and then that's who gets it. So it always pays to be quick on the phone lines. How about better than 25? We don't even have an open yet. I'm going to go even lower because I really want to get the lines rocking here. And we definitely want to make sure that there's other pieces to shop for outside of our top of the hour. Obviously, we know that's going to sell out. But as we take another look here at the earrings that we have, we're going to go less than 25, less than 24, less than 23. Let's go. We got a lot to do here tonight. We got $10,000 earrings that are at stake here. And we're going to go $2,200 to get it started. $10 on the increment only. 10 bucks, okay? Doesn't even matter till we get the open, and we will, because you're looking at some of the biggest and best earrings we do, and they got the really strong yellow diamonds in this. I might do an all, you never know. I might do all auctions for the rest of the night. I mean, probably outside of my top of the hour, because the top of the hour I have a couple to go around. So maybe not that one, but you know, we could do it all night, whatever you want. It's just the moment you take advantage of everything, take advantage of me. I'm up here just where I need to move jewelry, guys. That's all we need to do. We need to find a way to move some jewelry here tonight. That's it. So you got the values right here. 22, no open yet, 60 seconds to get that started. And then we'll keep on rocking. I hope if you have a request, you let me know, because we can dig through the inventory real fast. Everything's sorted. We can find what you need. We'll do the purple Paraiba blowout. I know. I'm going to go ahead and make this a whole different deal than what it's supposed to be. We got a purple Paraiba blowout coming up next, and then we'll do our big top of the hour, which is, yep, it's Blue Wing Block D. And it's a necklace. That's all I'm going to say at this point. You got to stay with me. 23 minutes, we unveil it for good. Then it's going to be probably 2 minutes and it's sold out. So it's not going to be here long. But again, top of the hour, unbelievable value. I'm going to give something away to just a few of you tonight. Obviously, there's only so much money you can lose when you only have a couple to sell. So I'm willing to go backwards on it, but stay with us for the epic top of the hour that is going to be talked about for many years to come. And here we are at 2,200, no open there. All right, so we're going to move right along. I do have our big Paraiba blowout. Now, this is the more exotic color of the Paraibas. The truth is I decided to bring out 3 of them because they're all different, and there's going to be a special one for everybody. But the value. Here's the first, which is going to be the shining, brightest neon beacon of purple Paraiba you've ever seen. In a bridge style mounting. That's option 1. There are bigger stones that I'm going to give you a chance to own as well. One of them gets really inventive here with the mounting because it's got multi-colors of diamonds together. Hello. And look how purple that is. But again, all neon purples, a brighter shade of purple, not your basic. And then there's this one, which is more than double the size of the others. So with that said, they're all the same price. So again, if you're thinking, well, I'd like to get the big one, but I know it's gonna be more money. No, it is not more money tonight. We've got the biggest one here on the left. Let me introduce you to our 501 pear shape. I had a 501 in a bangle earlier in a green. Now we're going even more unusual in the color, which is our 501 pear shape in this artistic sculptural designer mounting. That's going to be followed by the cushion cut square in the bridge. That's a 287. So remember, we're still in those really ultra large sizes here at Purple Paraiba. That's the 287 cushion cut with a carat of 6 in diamonds. And then if you want to go a little more color, you're thinking probably about the pear shape on the right side of your screen, which has yellow and white diamonds in its own bridge. And that's the 245. Now look at how bright and saturated that color is. I mean, they're all together, so we're all looking at the same thing. You probably see a little bit more saturation in the right side. So if that's where you want to go, you got a good one. So 245 here, 2 carats 87 here, and the 5 carat 01 is right there. There's a dilemma here. I got a little excited about this show today, to the point where I said, it's a Thursday, it's January 15th. I love this day. I've got to say it's a special day. I wanted to put together a really special show, and I have. But it's not resonated yet. So here's what I've got. I got a little overzealous with the quality that I'm bringing today. I'm bringing you some higher end today than maybe typical. This is more like a Sunday quality show. Tell you what I'm going to do, though. I will make up for it in the price tag. We're going to do a really big blowout on our best Paraibas. These are the big ones. Now, anything larger, I looked. We have some that are larger. They're like 6 and 7 carats. The problem is they go over $20,000. That's the problem. That's a little different price point than where I'm going to take this blowout wheel. The blowout trio, all the same, even if you opt to get the 501, I'm not charging you a penny more for the 5 carat stone than I am for the 3 carat stones, or thereabouts, okay? They're 287, and you get the idea. We'll walk you through them again. Keep in mind they're all in really heavy designer gold mountings with diamonds. VS diamonds, our classic, our best. Let's take a look at all 3. Let's have you choose your favorite. Let's get you the big value. So tonight, before the show started, like at 5 o'clock, when I was like all excited about the show, I thought this is going to be the best thing in the world at $79.99. Blowout price on the big stones. Guess what? I think being an hour and 40 minutes in, I think we're going to need to adjust the blowout price of $79.99 quite a bit. And I will, because ultimately the bottom line is we got to move jewelry. And we have now 80 minutes to do it, with a top of the hour in between that is going to blow your mind. I promise you, it will blow your mind what's coming up at the top of the hour. And we're going to be busy, okay? But let's talk about what we're doing here, because everyone's saving up for the top of the hour going, if it's that good and it's the best value, I got to get there. But again, now we have this trio. And we're going to help you own a Purple Paraiba tonight. Because if this doesn't do it, nothing will. Let me put it in plain and simple terms. We have got one blowout where you're going to go ahead, and everyone's going to be fighting over these. Do you want the bridge? Do you want the bridge with the yellow diamonds? Or do you want the sculptural design with the 5 carat? It is totally up to you. But they will not be 7,000. Tony, I'm serious about this. I know that's what the script says. I know that. I got to change it, though. Because $79.99 is supposed to happen today. As I can only say it so many times, but I'm changing it to give you a better value tonight so we can say goodbye. I know it's a busy, busy, busy day. Here's what I'm going to do. We're taking them less, and this is when I've had the 2.5 carats before. That's about where they hang out. We're going lower than 7,000. We're going lower than 6,000. And give me a call if you want one, because there will be all-out fights on these. There's no question about it. We're showing you some of the rarest material the earth has ever delivered. Mother Earth is a little stingy when it comes to Paraibas. We're busy on the lines already, and that's because I'm taking them lower than $59, $49, or $39.99, and there you have it. That's never happened on those sizes, but stay right there, because what I'm going to do is better remember this should be priced, was priced, could be priced tonight, was slated to be $7,999. That's $1 under $8,000, guys, and we're making them better than $39. This is where everybody says, I can't buy jewelry anymore. It is absolute nonsense. It's nonsense. Because my prices in the last 2 weeks since I wrapped up the biggest sale event have been better than sale pricing. This proves it. That price right there proves it to you. I can't do a Purple Paraiba loose. I sell them loose. Tucson, I'll see you guys there. If you're a wholesaler, come see me. Check it out, okay? Look for my exhibit. But here's what I'm going to do. Instead of $39.99, here's what I've got for you. It's not going to be $39, and let me know which one you like, because the 5 carats, the same price. That's a little bit mind-boggling if you ask me. But again, to move jewelry, here they go. They're not even $39 or $38 or $37. We're going to move 3 incredible pieces right here and now. It's as simple as I can make it. They are affordable like they've never been before. And you've got a chance to get them tonight, or we melt them. It's just that simple. Anything that's left at the end of the show at 8 o'clock, they melt down. It's the earrings. What do we want to do with them? I'm already on purple Paraibas, so if you want the earrings, the yellow diamond studs, I don't know, sell them for the open price. It was $2,200, by the way. Yeah, $2,200. Because we've already moved on from those. Here's what I'll do instead of $37.99. Got to still keep it going here. This again, I got to walk you through them because I know there's no graphics for each piece, so let me walk you through again. That's a 5 carat 01. The middle has the 287. And the right side of his screen has the 2 carat 45. High-end mountings, epic styles. They're going less than $37.77. We'll keep it going. And we are going to send them right on out of here. But they will not be, and this is your best Paraiba tourmaline value ever. This is the really, really unusual color, all completely natural. They're not heated, they're not treated, they're not irradiated, they're not bombarded, they're not coated, they're not spray painted, they're not infused, they're not injected, they're what we're missing in this world today, which is natural, right? I stand by natural, both in human beings and in gemstones, and in diamonds too. I really, really, really enjoy what is still from the earth, organic, like that is so important. And yet these stones, the tourmaline family at large, the whole family doesn't get any treating, doesn't get any heating, nothing. And when you got copper, it just makes for these really wild, vivid neon colors, which is, again, all inherently natural, and they're not 37. Let's keep going. I never thought we needed to go this low, but we're going to take them even less than 37 or 36 or 35.99. They got to go. We got the best of the best in the purple Paraibas. And blowout, I would say so. Every essence of the word, and we're starting to get really busy, and listen, I only have one of each. When they're gone, they're gone. I'll blow them out for $34.99, whichever one you like, though. And I would be very, very shocked if that 5 carat 01 doesn't go first, because that is a collectible that belongs in a museum. They all do. They all do. There's some of the most rare and exotics. I'll give you the item numbers and the carat weights and the look on the hand as you let me know which one is your favorite as we narrow it down. But this is how you get the purple Paraibas. There's never been a better value. These are not the 1 carats or the 1.5 carats that I typically have. You're going up to 5 carats plus in size. So 5 carats is right here. There's that big, big, big pair. So pretty. Look at the glow of that purple. You see obviously there's an element of like a fuchsia pink undertone to each and every one of them, but $34.99, 60 seconds, and then we melt them. It's that simple and easy. And then our top of the hour, 14 minutes away, the most incredible value, Tanzanite lovers. We're going to get you Blue Wing Block D like we have never had before. It is going to be a moment in time. It's going to be one of those talked about values that we'll never forget. So please be with us. It's only 14 minutes away, and we'll see the most incredible Tanzanite value ever. I've had them for 7 years here in the Blue Wing Block D variety. We're going to bring you that big value at the top of the hour, but $34.99. Okay, so let's show the bridge in the middle. That's the first one being asked about. You got it. So that's going to be our really important 2 carat 87. So just shy of 3 carats in the middle. And that's going to have that bridge mounting with the carat 06 in diamonds. It's a little size right now, but we'll size it for you. That's what it looks like from a distance away. So we'll take a look at this one and look at, now, did that just get cleaner? That's amazing when you put it on the hand and you get further away and it looks even brighter and cleaner and more glowy. And then here's our pear shape. Of course, that's one that's so important with that 5 carat. So there's the pair, and then another pair is going to be here, and let's put that right here. We'll stagger them for you so you can see what those will look like together. But there's our big 5 carat. Here is our amazing 2 carat. That's the 2 carat 45. And then here's our 287 right over here in the cushion cut. So either way you want to go, $34.99. Last chance, last call on the purple Paraibas. And congratulations, everybody, if you get one, because they are the most incredible value. Those are some very hefty sizes. You know what happens when you get to the blue greens in a 1 carat size versus a 2 carat versus a 3 carat size, and we're basically right there. That is really, really stunning. So your choice of, and one of those really important values that you just don't see anywhere else, okay? So even that stone's hard to find anywhere else. Let's show you this beautiful Alexandrite. I have a new Alexandrite in a round. Okay, so this is arguably the most important stone as far as color changing stones. I tend to think it is because this is always that original. It's like the OG. Like this was back in Russia. You know, you think back like Tsar Alexander. This is for the stone is named for Tsar Alexander. And yet, even though it's named for Tsar Alexander, I always like to point out that it's called Alexandrite, not Alexandrite, because it seems to be mispronounced all the time. And yes, Alexander was the Tsar for which this was named, but it's Alexandrite. So you've got a beautiful color changing stone. It's part of the chrysoberyl family, which gives you great durability. It's about an 8.5 in the Mohs scale, so the only stones that are any more durable or tougher for you are rubies, sapphires, and diamonds. That's it. That's it. This is going to be one of the tougher stones, so you feel free to wear it. Just wear it every day. Enjoy it every day. Put it on your hand. This is a classic setting style, 3-stone style. We're doing more and more of it thanks to your requests. You've been asking us for more 3-stone styles, and of course, delivering the big VS diamonds you see there, 112-0071 is your item number here. It's brand new right now. It is an incredible 43-point round Alexandrite, and it's got already showing a little bit of those purple reds coming through, isn't it? So you're seeing it there with the greens and the blues, and then of course it's giving you a little indicator. It's like it's a little like a little barometer here saying I will change 100% in UV lighting to the purple reds that you see already flashing on through, plus those big diamonds, almost equal in size, aren't they? 31 points in the diamond weight, and that'd be a 15.5 pointer each. So again, it's a 43-point stone. It's just a little under a ½ carat. It's what we call a light ½ carat, which is always nice to see. And then you've got the solid finishing on the band. You can see how we finished on the inside, not just with an under gallery, but instead it's just solid all the way through. And then you've got this fabulous look. Let's go. Whatever. It's a very important stone. It's Alexandrite's a tough one. The modern day best come out of Brazil. The Russian material's gone pretty much. I mean, the only way to get those is through estate jewelry. And of course, we don't sell estate jewelry. We don't like to sell used jewelry. We only sell new jewelry. So we go with the modern day best, which is the Kuego de Fogo, which I'll take all day because you know what I find with the Russian material? It's a little more muddy. So what that means is like when you think of the color of mud, it's like brown. It's like a brownish green, and that is not, I've never seen a Russian that's appealed to me, to be honest, in the Alexandrite. I have never. Russian people, yes, but Russian stones, no. Because they always tend to be a little bit brown-green. They look a little bit like, you know, mossy water that got caught up in the mud, like riverbeds, and I'm not into it. I just don't think, even though it's got so much lore and so much history and so much legacy being Russian, it really is, to me, I will take a Brazilian stone all day long because they're so much prettier, I think, as far as the color that they start as. So let's take a look at this. 43 points, and let's go ahead and just, you know what, 0 to start it. Let's go, 0 to start. I don't care what it started at, 59, 69, whatever it starts at. We're going to go in $500 increments because we only got about 9 minutes until our top of the hour arrives, which is when our big Tanzanite debut is happening. So we'll go 0 to start with $500 on a band. You know there's $2,000 for a band right now, plus the Alexandrite, plus the big diamonds, and it's totally 100% up to you. But again, it's a $500 increment just so we can, you know, make this not go on till like next Thursday. We want to make sure that it gets out of here in a couple of minutes here, and we will wrap it up quickly so that you save a bunch of money, and those are very important larger diamonds on the sides. So really thrilled to have you with us again, especially with the big top of the hour that's coming up that I know is probably going to take about 35 seconds to sell out, but still I'm excited about it because the value it is. But if you want to get this one started, actually, I guess I shouldn't be saying that our top of the hour is our best value because this very well might be at this point because we have no open yet. So this might end up being the most affordable item of the inventory. I just wasn't planning on a 0 to start, no reserve auction. But I am doing it right now. And here we go. How much? $5,000 we have. Thank you so much. We have 5,000. Is it 500? $500. And they're out, and they're out, and you're out. Okay, what do you say? 1,000? Jason, let's find out who you have. Jolene, haven't even tried it on yet. Let's do that because we're just getting started. We've got $1,000. Simple elegance. We do a lot of over-the-top jewelry. Very, very like big time, big designer, lots and lots and lots going on. This is the classic style of all classic styles. And we have got $1,000. And that's it. Nobody else. 2 bidders. 1,000. I have not obviously done my job, so let me do something here that is, well, selling is the other part of the job. That ship sailed a long time ago. Let's talk about education, because obviously I have not educated anybody to the stone and what it is if we're only at $1,000 on a nearly 50-point Alexandrite. It is more expensive a stone than just about any and every other stone out there, including fancy colored diamonds. Because even if you think about watching a show here, you see more of the fancy colored diamonds than you do Alexandrites. Certainly more of them. Sometimes compiled in a lot of jewelry all at once, sometimes just frequently more. This is really rare to see. We have very few Alexandrites ever on the show. We have one bidder at $1,000 and nobody else. Let me tell you something. I know that you don't have I didn't want to scare people away here. I apologize. I went high end today with my jewelry. I know. Top of the hour, we have something very affordable, most affordable thing in the inventory that you know, not that we've ever had, but certainly that we have today, currently, today, at this moment. I went through everything today. So we have a very special top of the hour. But we have $1,000 only, and we've only had 2 bidders, and this has kind of been the auction story of late, which is one and dones, 2 people, 3 people. That is unusual. This started at, again, $69.99. I was going to price it at $49.99 tonight, but kind of knowing how the show's going, just felt like I needed to change it up a bit. Now you have a chance to own it for, the next bid would be $1,500. That does not cover the band. We are a manufacturer. We made this a couple days ago with repurposed gold. That just simply means that we melted down gold in the last several months to then use gold and make it going forward more affordable. But that still doesn't take away, there's $2,000 worth of gold here in this ring. And we're going to give it a final 2 minutes, and that'll be that. So we have a final 2 minutes to get it home. That will be gone in 2 minutes, like it or not, and you'll like it. I probably won't, because we're under cost, obviously, by a mile. So we're looking for $1,500. That is a round. There is something special about a round. They go for about usually between 68 and 78% more than other cuts, no matter what the stone is. And here's your round Alexandrite with the bigger diamonds on the sides. I know 31 points doesn't look like a lot, but there's only 2 of them, because sometimes we'll see 30 points and there's like 30 stones. Well, this is only 2 of them. And here's what it looks like. Straight up to eye level, seeing those purples. The whole stone has the capability of going purple red. It is amazing to witness. I know it's tough to see because we don't find it in regular retail stores. You don't find it in a lot of even auction houses. Even a lot of museums don't have them anymore because they've been held up really in royal collections and families of heads of state. You know, the big tech giants of the world that collect exotics, they collect Alexandrites. Yet it's a durable stone for everyday wear. Solid finished on the inside there that you're seeing. 50 seconds remaining and verifying as we go. So it's one of those moments. Last call, 25 seconds remaining. And white, yellow, rose gold are your options as well. Sounds like we may have $1,500. Let me check and see. We've got 19 seconds left still to allow bidders to come on in. I think, well, we're going to have one more item before our top of the hour gets here. So one more item to show you. I'll give you a big Kunzite opportunity. And then, looks like this one. Do we have 15? You do. All right, we got $1,500. Thank you. $1,500 is the bid. Jolene's out or in? Out, in, sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Take a look at this Kunzite. Whoa, that's a big one. There's our huge emerald cut Kunzite. That is quite special, is it not? Look at that stone. It's got little fuzzy wuzzies in the back there. I just don't have a steam cleaner up here. I'm thinking about investing in one, though. I'm thinking about putting an ultrasonic on set and cleaning everything. It might be noisy, though. It's the only thing I worry about. We already have to listen to the grinding of the wheel. I'm a little worried about the sound that the at least mine makes a lot of noise. I don't know about yours, but I'm gonna invest in one, bring it up here, and do an ultrasonic cleaning on everything before it goes on the air. But again, this is our Kunzite. It's our 1129294. It is a very, very special stone, clean as can be. Again, there's just little like fluffies behind it. This has got those stacks of baguettes on the sides, 6 in total, 3 on each side. I mean, it is something else. 15 carats 80. 1580 is the size, emerald cut elongated, 73 points in diamonds, and we have one, and I'll blow it out. First caller can have it, because we got about now 2 minutes till our epic top of the hour rise. I can't wait. We are so excited. I mean, can you tell I'm a little excited about it? I mean, I don't get to sell jewelry for this price. I feel like, back in the day, like, listen, way back, I've never sold costume jewelry on the air. I've never sold anything fake or faux or anything like that, but I have way back when bought some of that jewelry. I got to feel like we're in like a costume jewelry price tag, our top of the hour. It's amazing. And yet we're going to stay true to our blue wing black Ds. So we'll have a great top of the hour for you. But let's move this one out of here. $59.99 should be. Let's go a lot lower for you. Congrats again on the Alexandrite. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what I'll do here. Make it $29.99 first caller. That'll be it on the big Kunzite. Wait till you see the length of this one. I know we expect emerald cuts to be big and elongated when it's $15.80, but look at this. Maybe, I will warn you, if you don't like big jewelry, this is not for you. This is definitely one of the bigger rings of the whole show. And we'll recap everything in the, by 8 o'clock time. We're going to see a really, really special blowout on everything. And of course, when everybody arrives here in about, well, 1 minute or so, usually 7 o'clock hour, is when everybody kind of comes and arrives here on a Thursday. So we're going to see a major value coming up at the top of the hour, but we're also going to see all the pieces from earlier ago. And we're going to have some fun. So $29.99, look at what that does though. And that's no trick of the lighting. That's just what the cutting of that stone does there, which is very impressive. So $29.99. So are we all ready for our top of the hour? We're about 20 seconds away, and it would be, I've never done anything before like where I've said completely buy something sight unseen. I think if there ever was a moment where we could actually literally say like, buy one and you'll be surprised when you get it in the mail, this would be that moment. Now, don't be silly, I won't do that to you guys. There is just such a value here. I think that I worry about one thing as we welcome everybody in about 1 second here. Welcome. Happy top of the hour. It's Thursday night. I'm so glad to be with you, especially to bring something of this next level that we're going to have. Been doing this a long time. We're seeing things we've never seen collectively as a jewelry industry, and yet still TVON is persisting, bringing you values, honestly, like never before. And what we're about to do is simply striking. It's one of those shockers. It's one of those that I wish we had a couple more. Now, the good news is I don't have just one, but I am so limited on this item. It's almost painful to have to talk in quantity terms because not everybody's going to get one tonight. And we deal in a world where gold is, you know, crazy money and going up, and we're expecting to see, now I'm hearing $7,000 by spring. So 7,000 an ounce, we've never seen anything like it. And it's because when the rest of the world is uncertain and unstable, everyone's investing into gold because it's always going to be a commodity that's obviously higher and higher in value. But I put this in jewelry terms because it's one thing to buy a gold brick, buy a gold bar. That's all out there. That's obviously very expensive to do. But I think that a lot of us have realized as women who love jewelry, but I can have my gold and still wear it and enjoy it and have that as an investment, because I got to tell you, I've been selling my old pieces, like, you know, the pieces I bought 20 years ago, 30 years ago that I don't wear anymore. And I've been getting more money for them than I ever paid. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's what jewelry is. It's an investment. And obviously gold is one thing, but obviously what we bring is more exotic stones. The stones are worth more than the gold. The diamonds are worth more than the gold. So even with gold doing what it's doing. So my point is, I went through an inventory today, pretty vast one. This afternoon I came in, looked at every piece. There was not a piece in our entire inventory that has a price tag like this. And yet this piece actually features the very best Tanzanite, what is really the headline maker of a gemstone we bring exclusively. And a lot of you hear, because I've been saying it for 7 years. We've had it for 7 years. On December 18th of 2018, I debuted this stone. And we are near the end of it. And I've been waiting for our big finale moment. And this is really the finale celebration of this Blue Wing Block D. More importantly, though, it's what most of you don't yet have or could even gift, perhaps, because there's always occasions to celebrate in life. Whether it's birthdays and anniversaries, those are a wash. We all have them. Whether it's Valentine's Day coming up in less than a month, whether it's just that special milestone moment for you personally. We all have them, whether it's a special little something that's maybe not a holiday to the rest of the world, but something you like to celebrate. Usually we celebrate those moments with jewelry. And there could not be a better example for those of you that say, I love fine jewelry, but I don't know if I'm going to spend $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000. What jewelry costs today for plain gold pieces that are regular bands, regular chains, regular basics? We're going to bring you something that's anything but basic. A blue wing block D that has been specialty cut, which is why we have so few. We took our larger museum stone and cut that down to bring you a smaller round that is going to be just, well, 62 point minimum in the round with diamonds. And get this, it's a complete all the way around necklace in solid gold with diamonds. We're going to show it to you. This is amazing. You'll get all the looks. I'm going to start with it up close. If you want to dial in early, I cannot recommend that enough, because this will sell out in a matter of moments. It's just that simple. It's just that easy. And nobody, mark my words, and this is something that I say because, well, you guys already know. You're the smartest shoppers in the world. You know. And you watch every single show out there. And you watch lab grown. And you watch plated. And you watch stainless steel. Even the other fine jewelry establishment on TV that's been around for, about 4 times the time we have. Last time I checked in last week, they were selling sterling silver, not fine jewelry. So sterling silver is not a precious metal in comparison to gold. Technically it is, but it's not the same. And here's what I'm offering. Gold, 18 inches, giftable moment. When I don't say that very often, because I know this is not costume jewelry. It's solid gold. You're going to get a choice of white, yellow, or rose gold as well here. Keep that in mind. We don't have enough to go around for everybody that's watching. And this is not a busy night. It's Thursday. We know that. We already know that. That's why it's here tonight. This opportunity, hear me out. The live shows are important because there are not opportunities to buy pieces beyond the live show typically. When pieces sell out during a live show, we don't have them in existence after. That will be happening tonight on this item, even when I have more than one. And if you want to get 2, here's the other thing. TVON has asked me to limit 1 per caller. I'm not going to do that, only because I've been here for 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I'm hoping we have enough for everybody. I don't know, but I don't want to even limit it. If you want to get 2 for the sisters, or for you and your daughter, or for you and your best friend, go ahead and do that, because this is a way to share the beauty and the exclusivity and the color and the neon of Blue Wing Block D without having to break the bank to do it. All right, so I'm going to move the Kunzite aside. Allow me to set this up. Okay, wow. It's an entire necklace. And I know it's not sitting evenly right now because, well, there's no good way to show a necklace like this on this air. But I'm going to show it to you multiple ways. You're going to see it on my hand. You're going to see it on my neckline. You're going to see it every way possible because that's what I believe in, okay? Because I want you to be a well-informed shopper, and I think that you will be. It's item number, and this is what's so important. And please, operators, I'm going to ask one favor of you. Tell me how many you have. I have a strict quantity. I'm not supposed to let people get more than 1. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to ask you all to tell me how many you have, and then we'll say sold out when it is. Item number is 1129393. 60 point minimum. I said 62. I was looking at a different bag. 60 points minimum. I'm actually looking at the 62 pointer. There's a 75 pointer. There's an 81 pointer. Oh, by the way, the sooner you place an order, the bigger stone you get. Okay, so that's it. Y'all know that's how we work. It's not just 18, but also 16, 17. And you're getting all the links. I still wanted it to be adjustable. I still demanded a lobster claw, which is the best closure out there. It's so much better than a spring ring. Don't even get me started. You got to have the lobster claw on fine jewelry. It's my opinion. I believe in that. Here's our round, and you see it's entirely covered by a halo. Now, you're going to need to dial in early. Please do. This had and when I talk about top of the hours, lost leaders, et cetera, y'all don't believe me. I'm going to show you the price instead of tell you the price. Here's the necklace. That's the weird pixelated black and white photograph on a bag. That's the price. Now that's much better than $3,408. That's $19.99. Before you go, nope, I don't, nope, stop. I'm going to do a top of the hour. No whining, no moaning, no crying, no whimpering. I can make, there is only one person on the planet right now that can make fine jewelry affordable. That would be yours truly. Through TVON, and here's what's happening. That is now a was price. This necklace you've seen before. I've done it with mandarin, with ruby, with yellow diamonds, with white diamonds, with Tanzanite before. It was more money. I've done it with just about every stone imaginable. Mandarin garnet, Savarite garnet, here's the sapphire. I have done this necklace. There's one more thing about it that's another upgrade that you can't even see yet, in addition to the 33 points and in addition to the 60-point round that looks like a 1 carat. And it is Blue Wing Block D, cut from Museum Reserve. You know that 26-carat Museum Reserve that was sitting in a pendant? This is a byproduct of that. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to show you one more thing, because if I zoom back, there are extra diamonds, and that's why it's sitting wonky on this little display, because there are 2 diamonds bezel set as well. And you'll see all this on, and it anchors beautifully, sits right there, centered up, never moves, never flips, never turns. Do we have anybody on the phone lines, operators? Tell me, talk to me. Who's with us? And I need to count them down. Tell me how many you have. When we sell out, it's done forever. This is why you bother to watch the shows live. We are not an internet website. We are not. This is not a way. You can't buy this later. You can't buy it tomorrow. Those that miss the show because they're watching something else and they're going, oh my gosh, I'm going to watch ESPN tonight. Great. That's what I'd be doing too if I was at home. But I will tell you, you don't get the deal, because this will sell out. That's what happens with limited quantities. And this is a top of the hour special, because at $19.99, I might sell 1 or 2 and you'll be happy. But I need to make you all out ecstatic. I mean, I want the love notes. Even if it's an email. I want the thanks. Let me tell you, what I'm doing now is going out on a limb. You heard the pushing the envelope. This is pushing the envelope. It's going to be yours. It's not even $19.99, white, yellow, rose gold, and the rest is history. You wear it every day. You stack it with your DBTYs. Let me show you, because I know you're all going to be asking, yes, but what does it look like? This must be a tiny version of that one you've had before. No, it is not. This is the same style, the same size, the same look, and we have 2 people ready to go. We are about to be absolute bedlam on these phone lines. Do not wait. Look at the size of that. There's the adjustability in your closure, 16, 17, 18. This is a top of the hour. I'm making something special happen for you right now. Oh, look at that color. Look at that. It's 16, 17, 18. White, yellow, rose. Be our guest. Take your pick. They will not be $19.99. They are not even $1,499. And we already have 3 reserved now. Thank you. 3 callers now, 3 gone. At $14.99, although I think they liked it at $19.99. Here's what I will do instead. Gotta love those bigger diamonds bezel set on the sides, left and right. Gotta love the fact it's a high-end closure. I will sit here and show it until it sells out. If that takes till 9 o'clock tonight, when we just gotta be online only, fine. If it takes 35 seconds, fine. There is no better value I have in the entire inventory than this one. So now that you've seen it all the different ways, and I'll show it to you again, but if you want one, you gotta dial in now, because this is absolutely an impossibility going forward. That's all I can say about it. I could not do this price unless it was just a pure and simple gift. This is a gift from me to you. For our new shoppers, for our old shoppers, and not meaning old, that's not a commentary on your age. If you're a veteran shopper, if you've been with me for 9 years here and 2 months, fantastic, thank you. There's never been a value like this one. It's not even $1,000. It's not $9.99. And this is more valuable now than it would have been a year ago, 5 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. 9 years and 2 months ago, first day I was here, November 5th, 2016. 10 years, I'm in my 10th year here, guys. This is amazing. It's not $9.99. It's not. We're very busy. If you're waiting on hold, bear with us. We don't have enough operators for this deal. But again, there aren't many to go around, and it's not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. And you can get as many as you want. You may just want to get one and keep one. Like Get 2 so you keep one and maybe resell. You've got another one. So guys, we're almost sold out right now. I've got a lot of you waiting on hold. I'm going to just ask for your patience again because I got my pen and I'm already marking down, and we already have now 7 gone, and that puts a huge dent in what we started with. So it will not be here for very long, clearly. This is going to go, but you need to get one and you need to try it. And if you don't love it, send it on back. I'll be happy to have it. I might be on the air tomorrow begging you for them back because I'm going to have a lot of hate mail in my email inbox saying, I need that necklace. I missed the show, and gosh darn it, that was the best value I've ever seen. Amen. Amen. It's not going to be $888 or $799. This is unbelievable. You can't make it. If you have your own factory in your garage, in your backyard, in your basement, in your walk-in closet, you can't make this for this price if I hand you the material. The labor is more than what we're asking for the necklace, which is gold, which is solid, which is diamond cut chain, adjustability, and it's not even $799. We're busy. We're really busy on the phone lines. This is not going to last. And again, this is why I implore you to join me for those 15 hours a week that I'm on TV talking, because these are the values you get that nobody else does. These are the values. It's not even $799 or $777. You know, I love that number. I'm a Vegas girl. It's my adopted hometown. I was born and raised in LA, but wherever mom is where the hometown is, right? And mom's been in Vegas for 20 plus years. So, you know, this is it, guys. I'm not going to do $777. I like that number. But I'm not leaving it there, because if I can do better, and if this is the last piece of jewelry I ever sell, okay, I will have said I went out on top, because there's no better value than this one. And it's not $777. And if you haven't dialed in, you got about 30 seconds to do so by my calculation to guarantee you get one. And you can't wait, because nobody's making jewelry like this, and it's Blue Wing Block D the best. I got to give you a warning. If you have Tanzanite from other places, other networks, is not going to match this one. Ours is better. I'm sorry, it just is better. If you have one from us, it will match, because that's going to be the Blue Wing Block D you love, and it's not even $750 or $749. This is why you get a couple of them if you can, because we are blowing them out. And this is a top of the hour special based on just me wanting to give away some jewelry on a Thursday night to show you how important it is to be with me for these live shows. It's 15 hours a week. I spend about triple that time in the gym every week. So I'll tell you what, it's a good time to just sit back and relax. If you can hang out with us for 3 hours a day, do it, do it, do it, do it, okay? We're going to do even better than this, guys. $749. No, it's not $700. We're blowing them out right now. I'm going to make this so darn easy. We're going to go right now. Make it even better, $699 a necklace. And I need you to get more than one if you want them, because it's one night and one time and one deal. And that's it. And it's any gold you want. So that's the white, that's the yellow, that's the rose. And there is no value. I'm telling you, I have nothing. I have nothing. You know what I had last night? I had a pink, if you're with me, you know, I had a pink zircon pendant. It was teeny. It was a little bill, a rabbit ear bill, and it was a little pink zircon, and it was $4.99. That sold. Now I have nothing else at this price. Nothing. Nothing that's this affordable. Nothing that's amazing. This is white, yellow, or rose gold as well. You can get one of each color if you want. I mean, think about it. 2 of them would be under $1,400. That's still less than the price of what one should be. If you're getting 2 of them, that's something to consider. And we have another 44 minutes left in the show, and we are still backed up. So if you're getting frustrated that you're on hold, please don't be. It's just going to be another 30 seconds or so to get you through with an operator, and then you will get your necklace. And it's a necklace, not a pendant. This is not a supply your own chain deal. It's a one and done. That's what makes it giftable. That's what makes it the ultimate gift. The adjustability, the premium closure, the VS diamonds. Think about it. Have you ever been able to give someone VS diamonds? Have you ever been able to give Blue Wing Block D? Have you ever been able to give someone a necklace that had more than just a chain, but instead premium Tanzanite, one source material, totally the household name, most favorite, popular, fastest growing and popularity stone that has existed for the last several decades, and you're giving the top material that's got a story behind it that is exclusively with us. This is what you've got, $699 only, and when it's gone, and it's about to sell out. So we're probably going to have to give it 60 final seconds here while we still have backed up calls. So again, don't hang up. The last thing you should do is hang up, because because that's, well, not allowed. You can't do that. If you hang up, you're going to miss out entirely. We can't have that happen. So you've got to make sure that you get in now. This is the ultimate, ultimate, ultimate value. And we've still got about 40 minutes left in the show, taking requests if you have them, showing you recaps of what we've had earlier, still have a gorgeous Paraiba to show you, and then we'll recap the show. I would love it if we just ran the first hour of the show. I mean, it's incredible what we have done in value. But again, your chance to pick up whatever you love is right here in white, yellow, rose gold, and you're getting the best of the best in Tanzanite. That is a must-have moment. I'm not usually that forceful about jewelry. Jewelry is a very personal thing, but when you get a classic style like this, each and every one of you, I don't care if you're 15 years old, I don't care if you're 115 years old, you can wear that style. The style is universal and iconic. It is classic as can be. We also have the halo. It's not like it's just a stone. It's the premium stone. We really felt like dressing it up here, though, with the incredible VS diamonds you love us, you know us for. I don't know anybody else who exclusively works with VS diamonds, because everywhere else you shop, there's like 1,000,001 qualities. And I marvel at that, because don't you feel leery about shopping for a place from a place that says, well, here's our diamonds, here's our lab-grown diamonds, here's our simulated CZs, and yeah, it's a total like, okay, what am I getting? I don't even know what I'm getting anymore. You do here, because we only deal in one grade of diamonds, and we only deal with the natural. There is no lab-grown, there is no synthetic, there is no simulated, there is no nothing, and yet look at that price tag and tell me that's not a lab-grown price. Tell me that's not a simulated price, where you can get plated metals and costume jewelry and completely faux man-made stones and spend that kind of money to do it. And yet $6.99, how are we doing on quantity? Because guess what? Jason told me he's got one. I've heard one. Now, I have eyes and I have ears, so I know we've sold more than one, but I also don't know where we stand on quantity. So we're going to be hustling here. It's our last chance. I think I know, because I got a rough count just based on the number of calls I see on the board. But again, $6.99, that's going to go. So it's now or never time to get it. You take advantage of it. Let's give it a final 60, because I just got the update and we've got 2 left. So when it's gone, it's gone. And that's our final 60 now. And again, probably not going to last the whole clock, but we hope it does. And I hope you can get one if you really do admire Tanzanite from us, or from anywhere. I know there's a lot of people who maybe didn't find us early on and said, well, I bought another Tanzanite someplace else, and then I found out yours are better for lesser money. So now I'm revamping my Tanzanite collection. I'm gifting the old Tanzanites. I'm passing them along to the daughters and the daughters-in-law, and they love it. But I'm going to have the good stuff. Or maybe you want to keep yours and you want to, give the best in the world. This is how you do that. But that is a value unlike any that we've had. It doesn't happen at this price. Obviously, you know what gold is doing. So even with this great value today, you know that as gold continues to go up and Tanzanite gets more and more scarce, because guess what? Every single day that goes by, Tanzanite is getting more and more limited. And there is a date in the not so distant future. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know exactly when it's going to be mined out, but there will be a time when this is mined out material, and it will be done and gone forever. And then what's the value of your blue wing going to be like? Then what is going to be worth? I already know it's worth more than $6.99 today for that loose stone. Nobody else has this quality. You've got a chance to pick it up right here and now. And I hope you will, because it is epic in value. It is an entire one and done, ready to wear. Like, there's no work. There's nothing you have to do except decide your favorite gold color, and that you probably already know. That's not a tough call, and if you're having trouble deciding, you might as well get one in white and one in yellow, and have one for every occasion, because that value, you see what you're doing there, you're getting 2 and you're paying under $1,400. You're still saving an extra $600, even if you buy 2. That's amazing. Like you've heard of buy one, get one free. This is better than that. It's better, because this is a buy one, get one free and save $600. So that's even better. And that's the kind of math I really enjoy. So $6.99, last chance, last call. Let's move on. We got a major last 40 minutes or so that we've got for you, including there's a very big opal. There's a very big Zambian emerald. We have an incredible Tanzanite in an 18-karat gold mounting. If you'd like to get a 13-karat plus, we've got a ring here for you that is exactly that. 1318 is the size. So $6.99 last chance on the pendant, well, the necklace. It's a full necklace. And don't forget about all these gorgeous pieces. Now, I do have a little recap for you. Do have a lot of pieces from our first hour that are still available. Want to show you some of those. There was a Tanzanite ring. There's some huggy Sararis. There's a gorgeous Russian demantoid. We're going to show you the Cashmere. We've got aquamarine. There's quite a few rings here that I want to share with you again so you can see them before we go, because the show's about to wind down here. And last call on that Tanzanite. Thank you. Now let's take a look at this, because all of these pieces have been showcased earlier on, starting with this fancy color of diamond. It's got like a peachy kind of element, like a peachy golden color. Also have, these are all one of a kinds, by the way. They've all been presented in full. Here's the big Tanzanite trillion. So again, little recap for our last bit of time. Also have a Russian demantoid. And there's one other cool thing about this wheel. Everything's well under $3,000 on this wheel of recaps. And there is, oh my gosh, let's move the Russian demantoid up, because I still have the trillion and the Moonstone. That's our 4 carat 30 trillion Moonstone. Look at that, like a moonbeam going right through the Moonstone here as well. Then we've got the trillion Tanzy. Everything up here is under, including the diamond in the front and the middle, which is amazing, and then the demantoid. They're all going to be either $26.99 or less. How about that for a value? Because we've got $26.99, and that's only going to be the diamond in the middle. Here's our aquamarine. So here are a few of the pieces we had earlier in the show that I want you to be able to consider before we're out of time, because you know what happens at the end of the day, everything goes. Also had one pair of Sari hoops in the double row huggies. These are our half, or what are they, 5/8 of an inch huggies. They're outstanding because they've got those really saturated, deep, dark stones in multiple colors, yellows, greens, and some pinks and purples there as well. So everything up here, $26.99 or less, and they're all one of a kinds. So when we get them off the air, that means they're done and gone and sold, and they're going out to their rightful home, and they look fabulous. So I'll walk you through what's what, because again, I know this is a busy Thursday. I know it's just a busy time, and it's a weird, crazy world. So we are, I'll tell you, this is the weirdest part of the world right here is what we're doing on jewelry. So this is a big moment for you. Take advantage. And if you missed hour number 1, all of these pieces, I think they're all from hour number 1, believe so. So yeah, they're pieces you might have missed. And I know you did, because otherwise they'd be gone. We've got everything from $12.99 up to $26.99. So for that range, you've got anything you want up there. It's either $12.99 or up to $26.99. And the only thing that's $26.99 is that diamond in the bridge in the middle, which is our 1 carat fancy colored. It's like a beautiful peachy, think like peachy orange golden. It's so attractive. It's really a lovely, lovely stone. And it's a 1 carat too. And then we've got that big Russian demantoid. That's almost 2/3 of a carat. Also, we have, I'll recap the big yellow diamond drops. We're still selling Tanzanite necklaces, obviously. So those are still continue to be very, very popular. And let me know if you have any questions on this wheel. And I know we can't get anyone through at the moment, so we'll just kind of get comfy here. And we'll be taking a look until all the lines get cleared, and we can help you out with everything that's on this wheel. But you want to get in queue right now and be ready to go for any of those fabulous either rings or the earring pair that we love so much. I know we still have Tanzanite necklaces going out the door as well. So certainly a good time to get that one. That's like the must. And then you go ahead and take whatever you like off this recap reel as well. So you've got your bases covered, and you've got a lot of great new jewelry coming your way. Nothing happier than the day that jewelry arrives, am I right? That day that new jewelry gets to your home and you start to enjoy it and wear it. That's always a special moment, isn't it? And we're so proud to bring you those items. I'll walk you through what's what up here. We've got the amazing hoops. Those are going to be our $12.99 Sararis. They are a 149 diamond weight. So well under $1,000 a carat for a diamond hoop that's got the double row. This is the double row, also inside out style, which you don't see every day on the smaller stature hoops like this. So that's really important how we did that. So that's really lovely. You've got your hoops here. So that's, again, $12.99. Maybe I might just flash the graphics here if we can, because it's 1130022. That's a carat 49 in the diamonds. And again, those really rich, lavish colors that we love. There's pinks in there. There are purples. There are greens, there are yellows, there are oranges, there are champagnes, really deep, dark colors. And look at that. This is the beauty of that inside out style. You see the double row, and then how much thickness they have in the gold as well, that you're getting all the way through. And they do have that really simple, easy, you just like, it's a hinge, they lock, they close. It's simple. Simple and easy and fabulous, I might add. So $1,299 for the hoops. And again, they're a carat 49. You see all the information there. 5/8 of an inch, solid gold. Love them in the yellow. That's how they stay. And then we've also got for $12.99 the aqua. Front right of your screen is the aqua cushion cut. So let me know on that one. That's going to be that 3-stone style. It's got that really important, those bigger diamonds, bezel set there. That's a look, isn't it? How about that for a beautiful bright blue? How about this trillion cut tansy? That's only, I can't believe it, that's a 5 carat plus. It's $24.99. Guys, I'm not going anywhere till this wheel is clear. We got to clear the wheel here. It's an amazing show, but I think these were missed in the first hour. So again, got to recap. This is what happens when you start. We start 2 hours earlier than we should. So we kind of have to do some recaps, but inevitably everything goes, right? This is when we used to start the show. Now we're about to wrap the show. So this is where, again, we still, nobody's ever really adjusted to that new schedule. So here's what we've got. We're recapping what we had in the first hour, giving you a chance to pick those big values up. Let me know how we can help you out, trying things on, putting up the graphics for you again so you can see what that's all about. But $12.99, so that would be the Huggies or the Aqua. If you want to go here, that is the Russian demantoid in the bridge. Fabulous 63-pointer. Yellow gold is how that stays. So that'll be yellow gold. Our bridge mountings are going to stay as is because it would cost about 4 times the price to make it. Again, so that's our 63-point Russian stone with 95 points in diamonds. That's under $2,000. Only $19.99 for that nearly 2/3 of a carat Russian demantoid gorgeous center. And then there is our $26.99 1 carat diamond. That 1 carat diamond also has 99 points in diamonds. Now, how that mounting is the same as that mounting is an error. That's obviously more diamond weight. That's our 111. It always is. It always has been. It always will be. So that's just an error. You're getting more diamonds that you're not paying for, which I'll take free diamonds. What about you? Jason, let me know which one you like up here. Yes. Aqua gone. You got it. Let me try that on in case they missed it earlier. That is the Aqua. It's 9934. Take a look at the aquamarine. That's the 3 carat 08. And there it is. Bright, gorgeous sky blues and intense colors with those diamonds on the sides. And those diamonds would also be bezel set, 6 points total. And that's gone. Congratulations, stays in white gold. And then how can we help you? The rest of the wheels. Got to go. We move when the wheel does, okay? So we've got the earrings. I'll move those off to the side. And then we'll show you what else we have because I was just recapping everything verbally for you. So you can see that's $26.99. And then we have the Tanzanite. That's our 5 carat plus. 508 on the trillion red here. This is a gorgeous stone. And that's our Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve 508. That's going to be the trillion with 60 points in diamonds. Halo and continuing down the shoulders of the ring. That is only $24.99. Also have the big Moonstone. Isn't this special? That is brand new right now. Well, tonight, earlier, it was our Moonstone 4 carat 30. You can see now, this is what I'm always telling you. It's a visual way to say or to illustrate what I'm always telling you about Moonstones is it looks bigger. So remember this is going to be the 5 carat. This is the 4 carat. I know you're going, the Moonstone looks bigger. Yes, a 4 carat 30, as Moonstones do, is going to look a lot bigger than the 5 carat. So that's where, again, it looks more like a 7 or 8 carat here on the Moonstone. So they do what opals do. They're a little less dense. So you see that size comparison there side by side, okay? So you can really check that out and see what I'm always talking about, where Moonstones are less dense, so they give you a much bigger visual than you would get otherwise. And you see that there next to the Tanzanite. That Tanzanite, again, is 5 carats. And then the Moonstone is 430. And yet the Moonstone has that bigger overall dimension to it. So that's really important to remember, okay? So the Moonstone's going to be only $24.99. The Tanzanite is also $24.99. So both trillions up there are going to be that same price. And then you're also looking at, well, yes, incredible Huggies at $12.99, the demantoid at $19.99, and of course, this big diamond. I don't know about you, but I know fancy colored diamonds well. And that 1 carat should never be $26.99, and then it's set in that mounting, which is actually more diamonds than you're even than we're referencing there. So very important diamond weight. We'll show you our Zambian emerald. We'll give that a quick look because it's a nearly 6 carat and the price is amazing. So we'll do that as well. And then last call, Tanzanite necklaces. Sounds like we still have one left if you'd like to get it. I'll recap the rose gold and turquoise necklace we had for $1,499. This is a really big time, 13 carats plus, of 5 stones in our Sleeping Beauty. This is $14.99. It's the last interpretation we'll ever have of this necklace. It's on the hand. It's our beautiful 5 stone drops in the turquoise. That's going to be item number 1114638. That is $14.99. Now the thing is, it's rose gold. Can't switch it. It's going to have all this adjustability. You see that here with the lobster claw in the 16, 17, and 18-inch length. 1330 of Sleeping Beauty all together, and 31 points in diamonds as well. That is $14.99. So I had that earlier. Again, brought out some very big values early, and that is a good one. So we have 28 minutes left to go. There's our rose gold necklace. Let's keep on moving. We will try to get in some new items as well, like, for example, this gorgeous ring. Look at that. That's a true yellow. See how it differs from the golden in the background there? We've got a really gorgeous designer style. Also want to bring you the Paraiba because we had that gorgeous necklace about 24 hours ago. And I know we're still really busy on the phone lines here, but we had a gorgeous necklace that was very popular. So I do want to try and bring you a ring to match so that you can have the whole set if you were lucky enough to get that very affordable necklace we brought you last night. And then any questions, requests, anything you want us to go get from a vault, happy to do that, but we only have 27.5 minutes to play with tonight. And then we see you tomorrow. Yes. Of course, here's the Russian demantoid. Now, the problem, Jason, is it's not quite, actually, it is my size now. Take a look at this. That one's going to be our Russian demantoid. Now, keep in mind, that is 11, let me get that one here. 112, because we got 3 different prefixes now these days, so I can't even guess. This is going to be 1125117 on the 63 point. And, oh, okay, did Sally get this tonight? Months ago? Oh, I'm going, that's some slow shipping. All right, so she wants to get it then tonight? Got it. All right, Sally, she bought it, probably said, where is it? And then realized, I didn't pay for it yet. Okay, so we'll show it to make sure, Sally, it's the right one. All right, you got it. Sally, we'll show that coming up. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked here. There's a post-it I've not seen before. Yes? Oh, congratulations. So this diamond is sold. Congratulations on that one. That was item number 1777. And then, Jason, that's 1999, but it sounds like that one's going to be available. All right, so the diamond's gone. The demantoid is here. We had a little switcheroo there. So our last call, and well done on the diamond. 1777. One more time on the hand, just in case you missed that. Then we're going to show Sally the ring that she's had on hold, and we'll show that coming up. And it's a, ooh, it's a really, really, really pretty round. Okay, so we'll show it. Okay, so that one is going to be, that's already sold, by the way. Just want to show it just in case they missed it. It stays in yellow gold on that one. And then let's show this ring. Well, here we go. Okay, so I'm confused. But 1128649, let me just give a value away on a round that has a great history and heritage to it. And again, got those earrings. There's the demantoid. That's only $19.99. Someone's going to pick that up. There's the Moonstone, $24.99 for the big trillion. And then look at this. Well, if a round is what you're looking for, we have, because it was the 508 trillion, and now we're bringing out the 525 round. It's 8649. Whoa. That matches the necklace, I must add. It really does. That looks great, doesn't it? And it's got a carat plus in diamonds. 114 is your diamond weight. And look at this. We even went the extra mile here, finished that on the inside. I gotta say, that's a really dark, dark neon stone. That's the ultra vivid violet bright right there. That's it. That's the everything stone. How are you gonna top that? You can't. In a simple phrase, you can't do it. You can't top it, you won't top it. It's gonna go out right here and now. And last call on those Tanzanite necklaces. Last call. So this is one for the ages. And you can have any gold you want. Now, it might take some time if you want the yellow gold or the rose gold. You know that's like not necessarily just sitting here. We got to make it in your size and all that. But if you would like to get it, it's supposed to be $99.99. I'm going to change that. We are giving away Tanzanites today. And we happen to have the round in the necklace to match it. So I say, let's keep it going. And I will do better than even $5,000. $49.99 is impressive. But we're going for record-breaking, record-setting, and all-out crazy town. That's what we're going for today. And this is not $39.99 either. Or $35. Okay, now we're crazy again. What is with the round Tanzanites tonight? And it just needs, hold on, I just noticed there's a little something on, a little spot. Let me see, it's a water spot or something, or who knows. It's been a vault for a while. Let me make sure that's polished up so you know the stone is perfection. And voila, there it is. 35? No. 34? No. 33.99? No way. We're going to blow it out right now and make it $3,299. Wowza. We are really making this the evening of round Tanzanites. And let me try it on for you. Got to do that. Somebody's got to get that Russian demantoid, by the way. That 63 pointer for under $2,000. Whew, that's a good one. And this one, $32.99. 5 carat 25. Yeah, that with a carat plus in diamonds and the finishing and all that gold. And here's what it looks like on. And you're going to see, because that pave that wraps around the sides, look at that. So when you see it from the profile, you're still seeing that distinctive way that the pave rounds around the sides there. So it's like you get a look at diamonds from every which direction. That's the good stuff right there. $32.99. Wowza. So we also have a Paraiba coming up. Had a great value, and what was that, a 40-pointer last night? I'm going to bring you a 62-pointer in a ring. I love that. Nice high-end diamond weight you're getting. A lot of extra diamond weight there at a carat 14. Just to note, the trillion cut that is also a 5 carat weight, that's still here too. And just to show you what it looks like in the yellow, there it goes. And see the rounds and the trillions, they give that spark. These are the two most bright, the most flashy, the most, yes, you're getting the neon still, of course, but you've also got that really beautiful, brilliant effect that's happening as well. Whew, that's the good stuff right there. $32.99. Okay, so we've got a big, big blue zircon. We also have the trillion, not just the Tanzanite, but also the Moonstone. The Sari hoops, Cashmere sapphire. Did you see my bangles earlier? Or what about the color change sphene? Yes. Oh, congrats on the demantoid who got it. It's lovely. So excited for you to get it. Also want to recap a pendant here really quickly, because there is a color change sphene pendant that I couldn't put up on the wheel because it doesn't sit on its own, but it's a recap as well. Look at this round color change sphene. It's 9264. Had this earlier as well. And another great affordable. And diamonds galore, and a beautiful, it's one of the most, I think it's one of the prettiest bales we do. In our pendants, that's a 57-point color change round sphene, so it goes from green to red, but always the brilliance, always the dispersion, always brightness like you cannot get with other stones, plus the diamonds around it, in such a pretty lacy kind of effect. It's 25 points in diamonds. It's only $9.99 for the big color change round, and the rounds are so good. If you get, like if you have a choice of, which I realize these are rare no matter what, but if you get a choice of, please go for the round. Because when you put the dispersion and the round together, and they do that, it's like the match is made. They're like the soulmates of stone and cut and stone. They really work well together, and what a beautiful way to show off the dispersion. The round's going to do it better than any other. I had one last night. It was radiant. Doesn't show, it's a great stone, but it doesn't show the brilliance as much as the round will. The round shows that off a lot better. It's capable of things that the radiant cannot do. That's what the difference maker is. So $9.99, only going to be that one in the white, the yellow, the rose. I am offering to change the gold color for you on that one. So with 19 minutes or so left, we got to move on. I have an opal. I'm just going to flash this. This is a really good markdown on a very elite black opal. Lightning Ridge, Australian. Here it is. And oh, what a halo. How about that? 7620. What a ballerina mounting this is. Kind of takes its cues from the tutus that ballerinas wear. Hence the tapered baguettes looking like that beautiful skirted style. Also, I like this angle so you can see how they actually ebb and flow as far as the way they're set. I think that's really pretty. Plus you're seeing all these gorgeous colors and like a layered effect. This is a natural stone through and through. We don't do doublets or triplets, but you got the 9 carat. That's a pretty prominent stone. Set in platinum, and the diamond weight, well, it's a big one. 220 is the diamond weight here. And that is another one only. And there's a little, look at that. It looks like our little North Star carving in the bale, doesn't it? With the diamond right in between, right there in the middle, looking fabulous. That's going to be 1.5 inches in length. Let me show it to you. Plus, it's got great finishing on the interior. Here's what it looks like. Let's get you the measurement. Call us on your anything, any requests, even if I can bring something brand new out from the vault. Happy to do it, but take a look at this. There's your 1.5 inches length. We'll show it on the neckline as well. And then onward it goes, because brand new drop in price here tonight. And it's no longer $12,999. Best case scenario. 903 is tough to do in the Australian opal world. We're making it happen at a better price tag. Let's go back up close, get you another look at it, and send it on out. First caller only. How about $3,999 instead? We saved you a bundle. I saved you $1,000 for every carat of opal you've got there. Now that's fair. I like that. And then we've still got that Kunzite emerald cut. Still have a Paraiba to show you. Paraiba ring, as a matter of fact. It's going to be coming up for you. And any last minute, what request would you like to see? What is it? What can we find for you? Do you need a Tanzanite necklace? The answer is yes, you do need a Tanzanite necklace, absolutely. Yeah, you do. And $39.99. Remember, the Tanzanite necklaces we had were $699 in your choice of gold color. Let's show the Paraiba and get you a magnificent opportunity. 62-pointer. Beautiful bright blue green. Item number is 9094. That'd be a 112 number. And let me know, that round Tanzanite, I can't stop staring at it. I'm distracted. This round Tanzanite, that's the 5 carat 25. We got to come in closer on this gorgeous ring. Had the necklace. This is what inspired me to find a value on a Paraiba tonight, because we had such a value last night, 24 hours ago, on a necklace that would be the perfect match. Color-wise, size, and kind of scale-wise, they match up. This is 62 points of Paraiba. It also happens to be diamonds in a wave design. Why? Let me ask you something. Why go basic if you can add just a little flair for the dramatic? Having a band work harder than a basic band. A band's great. A band sets up your center. It's a nice way to structure a ring. But the bands are usually straightforward, skinny little band, plain gold, nothing more. This one gets wider. It's very ribbon-like. Think of a ribbon covered in diamonds. That's my kind of ribbon design. And you've got it here. 62 points on the center. Looks like a 1 carat. Again, this is a ring I've had many, many times. It always houses a 1 carat. So it's a 62 pointer looking like a 1 carat, which is a real rock star when it comes to Paraiba, because you would pay so much more for a 1 carat. So if you can get a 62 pointer that's acting like a 1 carat, go there. Especially if you're a little budget conscious on these Paraibas, that's how you make your dollar really work it, okay? So it's supposed to be $89.99. That's all fine and well. We'll recap the bangles. Yes, we are going to recap the bangles. And the yellow diamond drop earrings. And what about the purple Paraibas? $34.99 got you up to a 5 carat Paraiba. And I probably shouldn't say that with a 62 pointer sitting here for $9 grand, but that's the truth. I had them earlier. You saw it. You saw what happens when we do 5 carat purple Paraibas on blowout. They're here for $34.99. But now is go time on the Paraiba. And it's my last shot here to get some auction action. We're going to try it, because otherwise, what am I going to do? $7,999 still going to stay here. It's just going to sit here, and it really deserves to be in a box and on its way out to you tomorrow. So let's take a look at it on. There you go. See, that's intentional. See how the band does this wave action? Think of like an S type of curve there. That's, I think, so much more attractive. I don't know. I mean, it's still keeping it very classic here, but just gives it a little something extra so it doesn't look like every other ring out there. That's what I think is so really attractive about this one. Gives you that extra wow factor. I'm going to do an auction. We're going to do less than $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000, because it's also the last 14 minutes or so of our night. And boy, do we need to move this Paraiba, and quickly. So we can also do the recaps on the purple Paraibas and the 2 gorgeous bangles that I had. You know it. We got the ruby bracelets out of here, but we have 2 bangles that need a home. So we got to make all that happen, and we got like 14 minutes to do it. So I'll start less than even 5. 45 is amazing. I'm going under cost. Anything less than 45, you're under cost. Let's take it even lower than that. It won't be $4,000 either. I can't be. I got to move it. How about $3,500 to start with a $10 increment only? And that's, by the way, any gold you want. Offering to help you out with the gold for no extra charge. Sizing, shipping, all of that free. And it's not 35? We got to get a move on here. Final 13 and a half minutes, and we got Paraiba of this size. This is for, again, if you're budget conscious about your Paraibas, usually I still need about $15,000 to get you a Paraiba. That's the fact of the, if you watch the show, you know. We don't see these big sizes all that often. This is the signature color of the gorgeous Caribbean blue waters. It's like a blue-green turquoisey color, but faceted and bright and neon and glowy. And It's not $3,500 or 34 or 33 or 32 or 31. This is what the end of the show is all about. $3,000 to get it started. $3,010 on the increment. Let's go. 60 seconds to get it opened. And then we've got last minute recap requests. It's recaps or requests, whatever you want to do. But I got a couple of bangles that really need a home. And we've got those gorgeous yellow diamond drop earrings as well. Don't forget about our Sari hoops. They're gorgeous. The carat 49s for $12.99. They're here. They shouldn't be. There aren't many Sari pieces that stick around. I don't think there's ever been one except the 7.5 carat earrings. So if you want the hoops, they were very affordable. Make sure you get a hold of those before we run out of time. But we're there, guys. 30 seconds left to get that started. White, yellow, or rose gold. Okay. So the sphene is here. Jason, what are you picking up over there so I don't recap it? Gotcha. Okay. So thank you for letting me know. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. We're going to recap because I'm running out of time. I got like 12 minutes here. We got to show you the bangles. Got to show you the bangles. There were 2 bangles here tonight. Now, I made the mistake of putting them on at the same time. That was way too much. That was too confusing. Let me show you the first one. It's sapphires. Every color, including padparashas. It starts here with the yellows, bright yellows, into goldens, into padparashas. That's where you see the pink and the orange combination. And then 3 different tones of blues, lighter, cornflowers, and royals. And then you get into the pinks, which 3 tones of pinks, lighter, standard, hot. And then the exact same pattern is replicated on the other side. Diamonds in between and on the outside. It's item number 11145531. My gosh, that's an old item number. But that's what makes it a value. It's 505 in sapphires. It's a carat 29 in diamonds. And it is solid gold. And white gold only average size. It's going to fit. One only. So also back, way back when, early parts of the show, this was here. And again, tells me, the fact it's still here, tells me not everybody saw it. The value is that good, where I can confidently say, this is going to get a home. Here's how it looks on the wrist, though. It is not for small bracelet lovers. If you just, I don't mean the size, I'm talking about the stature. It is big. Look at that from a distance. And again, all those colors makes it wearable every single day. Comfortable, though. It's not that big style. It's really, and I want to show you, I've got room to move here so I can fit 3 fingers in between. That's why it will work up to a 7.5-inch wrist. It can go halfway up my forearm if I need it to. But again, really meant to sit right there at the base of the wrist, but will be oval in shape so it doesn't turn. It's always going to show those sapphires. And by the way, this is all smooth. Something I like to point out if you care about your clothes, because I don't like the jewelry and the clothing fighting. That just is not right. Spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't need the jewelry to fight with the clothes, okay? So here's what we have for you. Look at that, smooth as can be, hinged on the side. You're gonna have 2 figure 8s. Look at how much thick gold you have there in the back as well. This is going to be only, are we ready for it? We just try to get a Paraiba out here for $3 grand. Tell you what, this is $39.99. $39.99 for the whole bangle. And it's the widest, the largest, the biggest carat weight we do in a bangle bracelet, and it's $39.99. Look where it was and where it is right now. At $39.99. Whoa, that's the value right there, and only one. When that's gone, it's gone. So it's worth it to take a look, number one, up close, and then also to get it home because there's that money back guarantee you have as well. So that's very important. Then there was also one other bangle here that got the most epic markdown. I had to show it to you. We also have a 5 carat 16 Paraiba. We've seen the purples tonight. We are going to see, we've seen the blue-green, which of course was that 62-pointer moments ago. And then we have a 5 carat 16, bright as can be, neon, lime green Paraiba. And that's also here, same thing, average size, white gold, finished though, all the way through the inside. So it's got that really pretty scroll work under gallery. That's a 516 in a Paraiba. It's item number 6568. That starts with 112. So it's our one and only Paraiba bangle. And there it is, the Rockstar 516 in the middle with 34 points and diamonds around it and tons of white gold. And that's here for the same price. $3,999, 8 minutes to go. What would you like to see before we run out of time tonight? That is the big question on tap here. What would you like to see? Are you still considering something from the show? If so, got to see another look at it. That'll make the decision easy. Whether it's yay or nay, seeing it one more time, seeing it on the hand, seeing what, answering all your questions about it. That's what's really, really important here with a $39.99 bangle. Here's what it looks like, by the way, on the hand, the wrist, if you will. It's going to open and close on the side, so a side hinge just like the last one. You literally just pop it on, line it up, click it closed, and that's what it looks like on the wrist there. So you can see that is a mega, mega stone, and then you can see that gorgeous color. How about that clarity? Where else you get a 516 Paraiba on its own? This is $39.99 for that bangle. This is quite the bangle day here. So $39.99 gets it to you. This is, again, how you open it up. There's a little button. It kind of springs open. You will open it. It opens nice and wide and then closes really easily, lines up, clicks close, double figure eight safety to make sure it is extra secure. So that's $39.99. Then we had those gorgeous earrings, which, if you're considering them, if you're not a super need a drop earring kind of gal, this is just an earring that is rarely here. We do all kinds of yellow diamonds historically. We've rarely had an earring like this. So to get it here today, and at the value it is, when you've got 3 incredible yellow diamonds per drop earring, it's $94.83. It's our yellow and white diamond earrings. They're hinged in between, so you see the movement that gives you. And then you've got the match pair right here. Pair shapes, 6 of them. Center stones that equal 1.5 carats. Diamond halos to match those center stones. These are the tricky little bad boys. They don't like to sit here. They don't like to hang out with me. But here we go. On the hand, on the ear. This is what they look like from a distance away, because this is what matters. It's where they're going to be. So let's take a look at them side by side and give you a look. 1.5 carats in the pear-shaped yellows. You also have the yellow diamond halos at 40 points. So your 1.90 carat of total yellow diamond weight. There they are, gorgeous, the way they drop in 1.5 inches length. White gold and yellow gold together. There's your post. It's going to come with the butterfly backing, and they are carat 78 in your white diamonds as well. So a lot going on here, 368 overall, and those are also here for just $39.99. So another big value there at under $4,000 for what is a $20,000 TVON earring. So not a bad way to shop. And if you want the bangles, if you want the earrings, we've got 5 minutes left to go to take advantage of anything and everything you've seen throughout this evening. So this is important. And then, of course, tomorrow, a new 3-hour lineup starting at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got a big Friday night kicking off the weekend in the best way we can possibly imagine, which is great fine jewelry at amazing prices. So $39.99 on that one. Okay, so $39.99. Let's also take a look. We had a couple requests for the Tanzanite to come back out. Also, a quick look at a purple sapphire here. We haven't seen this yet, so let me just show you our purple sapphire, because for my money, it looks just like the Cashmere, but maybe bigger. And it actually is bigger. It's item number 11200060. It's our unheated purple. This is, if you were with me earlier, you know I showcased a 1 carat Cashmere that had the same kind of color. This one's 11200. Maybe they meant 113? I don't know, because it says 1120060. Do they mean 1130060? I don't know. Either way, I don't know. If 1120060 comes up with something else, then that must be a typo. But it is a 1 carat 58 unheated, and it is 102 in diamonds. And it is a great value. And I thought it just looked a lot like the Cashmere. So if you care less about the actual origin and the mine, then maybe you just go here and you get more bang for your buck. And that's the way I would recommend to do it, because off sapphire that's unheated, it's a 158 unheated. So it must be 113, Tony. If it didn't come up, they just wrote 112. So I don't know. I guess that's what happened. So 1130060, we can call it, and then you guys let me know if that's a problem. But yeah, it's not coming up. So we'll just, yeah, I imagine that's a typo. So it's our 14 karat gold. It's a carat 58 unheated, purple sapphire, and it's a 102 diamond weight. So double halo, split shank, okay? And we have this one, well, end of the show is here. We're going with the new item instead of the recaps, because I realized the closeness to the way this looks with the Cashmere, and the Cashmere was significantly smaller, not as clean, also unheated, but I really like this for giving you more wow factor, more look, more just, again, sapphires are tough in big sizes, especially when they're vanadium rich, and this is, And you know that because it's got that purple color. So we're going to blow it out right now. And the first caller gets it for under $3,000. We've got 3 minutes left. Actually, let's go. We're going to make it even better than $29.99. If you'd like this one, we'll just blow it out. I'll give you another $300 off for the 3 minutes we have left. And we'll make that $26.99 instead for just one caller. Yeah, the cashmere I had was more money. It was a smaller stone. And it wasn't as clean. I'd say go here. Plus that one was in yellow. I like this in white gold. So I think that's a really, really good choice to make. If you'd like a very large, unheated, that's really the key. Less than origin. I think what we obviously appreciate a cashmere, but I think it's so important really to get the really the unheated. That's what makes it so rare in sapphire. So the fact you are getting that unheated material where it came out of the ground in not only that color, but also that clarity, that's so important because sapphires benefit from heating in a couple of ways. And so the fact that you have a stone that didn't need any heating, didn't require that, tells you a lot about just its natural, pure form. And that's what's so impressive. And you can still change the gold if you want to. But again, the last one, my point was the last cashmere we had was in yellow. I think that there's a lot of us that would like to see the sapphire with the white diamonds in the white gold. So a beauty there. We got 2 minutes left in the show. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got 3 hours. It's our last evening show of the week because then on Saturdays and Sundays, we're with you in the daytime hours from 10 to 1 Pacific time. And then also I wanted to show you real quick, we've got a very, very special Paraiba. I just showed it. We tried to get an auction going. We didn't. There's always a little lag time on auctions. Let me give you a quick value on this one. If you'd like it, I can blow it out. End of the night is here. 112-9094. If anybody would like that Paraiba, we're going to skip the auction. We have 90 seconds to go. I'll make that $29.99. Done deal. So if you'd like to go ahead and get the Paraiba, you can go ahead and grab it right there for $29.99 for that Paraiba, which was 112-9094, and that'll be it. So last call. Now we're still here for a couple of minutes after we go off the air. So if you'd like to make the phone call and pick up some of your last minute requests, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And we've got a crazy good Friday night show. We've got a lot of special things. I always like to give you a little heads up too on what to expect for the weekend up and coming. So we look forward to seeing you then. As usual, we'll have our big Friday night weekend kickoff together and then get you ready for a big, big weekend in which we'll see you on Saturday and Sunday as well. So thanks so much. And again, if you have any questions or last minute requests on something you want to check on and see if it's still here available for you, we love to answer that question and help you out. So simply give us a call. So you see that phone number now. It's going to be gone in about 30 seconds. So want to make sure you have a chance to pick up that phone, dial in, get connected to us, get those pieces you need from tonight before they get melted down. And then we invite you to join us for a big Friday night, 5 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see you then. Looking forward to it. Have a great rest of your evening. And thank you so much for watching and shopping as always. This is really your home for the best quality and the best values. And I'm so glad that we could all spend this time together tonight looking at them. So thank you so much. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of the night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific. I'll see you then.